believe that boxing fans live in extremes. From one fight to the next, they live in extremes. You look at this past weekend's performance and you tell yourself that Francis Ngannou put the entire heavyweight division on notice by performing better, much better than expected against what some people believed was the number one heavyweight in the division. You tell yourself this. And in a manner of speaking, he did put the division on notice because now the division knows not to take him lightly. Now the division knows not to underestimate him. So in that context, he did put the division on notice. But the idea that because he did what he did on Saturday, that he's going to go in there with the Martin Bacolis, that he's going to go in there with the Makhmudovs, Juan que lo que maning! That he's going to go in there with the Makhmudovs. Deed, what it do, what it do, what it do. That he's going to go in there with the Bacolis, the Makhmudovs, the Jalalovs, the Ditchkos, the Frankie Sanchez's of the world, and repeat that exact same performance. Michael! Listen, yo. I don't believe that, actually. I believe that moving forward, they will have to be creative with the matchmaking. 505, what it do in the UK. They will have to be careful how they match him now because he's worth some money. And if the intention is to put him in the ring with Tyson Fury for a second time, get another payday going, just settle the unfinished business, you have to match him creatively. They mention names like Joseph Parker, which I think would be a little bit risky. Somewhat risky. Zhilei Zhang, definitely risky. A southpaw, a very big southpaw, a very strong puncher, a counter puncher, guy with an Olympic amateur background. That would be a very risky fight. And tonight, what I would like to discuss is Francis Ngannou's chances against Deontay Wilder, Francis Ngannou's chances against Anthony Joshua, Derek Chisora, and what the heavyweight division has to offer. Because once again, the idea that because he took Tyson Fury by surprise, because he performed better than expected, I'm not in the business of making excuses for anyone. But I will say that Tyson Fury went in blind. Nobody's going in blind now. And you did put the division on notice, but now they know to take you seriously. And they will. And maybe you can beat a Pulev, and I'm not even saying that he does beat Pulev because Pulev is better than advertised. Deed, what it do? Jake Paul would beat Kamaru Usman in the ring. Absolutely. Absolutely. Shout out to Jake Paul, wherever you are. The idea that, oh yeah, because he did what he did with Fury, that he's going to beat everybody. I mean, that idea in and of itself would have to accent how little someone knows about boxing. Fury's way of fighting a fight is not uniform. All these fighters go about fighting a fight in a different way. Some styles are going to be more challenging than others. And obviously the mixed martial arts community, they feel the need to overemphasize this win or this performance in all the ways that the Fury fans overemphasized Fury's performance over Wilder. You're reading far too much into it. And because boxing fans and fans of combat sports, they live in extremes from one fight to the next, essentially focused on the past. You know, the silver lining is that Francis, who is a very unique athlete, he's going to fight in December, and we'll see who he fights. Maybe it's Derek Chisora, maybe it's Joseph Parker, maybe it's Zhilei Zhang, but we'll see how he does. Though the idea that the heavyweight division in its entirety is now his oyster, his playground, I don't actually believe that for a second. In fact, I think if you put him in there with a Makhmudov, he gets knocked out. If you put him in there with a Bacoli, he gets knocked out. If you put him in there with a Joshua, he either loses on points or he gets knocked out, but he doesn't win and he doesn't look good. It's a combination of things. The hyperbole attached to a fighter who doesn't deserve all that hype, in tandem with that fighter not treating the situation seriously, taking the opponent lightly, the opponent themselves being a more consummate professional and taking the assignment seriously. It creates a perfect storm for that to happen. And credit to Francis because he took the job seriously. Shout out to Denny Fantasma que lo camaning! Why on earth is Wilder still number one in the WBC? Yeah, we just talked about the WBC in the round table and how it's ridiculous that fighters are literally giving these people sanctioning fees just for them to freeze their ranks at their own discretion. Because if you're a fighter, these people are literally taking money out of your purse so that you can hold a rank. But why do you hold a rank? Because one day you want to climb up and fight for the title. But if you see that they're doing whatever they want at their own discretion, why should you give them anything? They're not going to order the fight. If you're a heavyweight in the World Boxing Council, you're fucked. Wilder's been ranked at number one for about 2.5 years now, maybe longer, and he barely fights. And he's been ranked at number one. If you're a Frankie Sanchez, if you're an Arslanbek Makhmudov, you have to be like, well, why am I paying these people? I'm not moving. I'm not going anywhere. Wilder's still number one, and I know I'm not going to get a fight with him. So if you are these people, you do have to ask yourself, is it worth it? Is it worth paying these people? Maybe I should give that money to the WBO because they would sooner move me up the ranks on a reasonable schedule based on my schedule of fights and my progress than the World Boxing Council. And I often highlight the World Boxing Council because they are bad for boxing. They don't think they are. And there are still people out there that would tell you that they're the most prestigious organization, that they have the most the most prestige. But what is that based on? They're not the oldest sanctioning body. They're not. The oldest sanctioning body is the WBA. They used to go by a different name, but they're actually the oldest. So it's not like the WBC has the most history. And you can't say it's a particularly well-run organization because their reasoning can't be explained. It's inexplicable that Anthony Joshua has literally been more active in the last 12 months than Wilder, but Wilder's number one. Why? He's fought once in the last, 2 years, I think it's been? Once? It's a little crazy. And it just, what enables those practices is that the fighters keep paying them. You keep giving them sanctioning fees out of your purse, and where does it go? What is it for? If the ranks are frozen and you're not going to get the number one because they're doing Wilder special favors, then what are you paying for? What are you paying for? Until the fighters, and shout out to the glorious Amandia Serrano. Puerto Rico. Hey, in Puerto Rico. Oh, she's taking a stand, and I don't blame her. That's why I don't blame her for the stance that she's taking. I want 3-minute rounds. Y'all telling me nah. If I got to kick y'all belt to the curb, that's your loss, not mine. That's my gain because that's one less sanctioning fee that I got to give y'all. That's one less. If I don't got your belt, you the one that's losing out on money. You know you ain't going to get the same sanctioning fees if Sky get that belt than if I got it. But if you want to play hardball with me, if you want to get in my face, I'll drop this shit in a minute. I'm still the biggest name at this weight, and you motherfucking know it. I still get paid the best at this weight, and you motherfucking know it. So if you want to test me, I got some shit for your ass. Shout out to Amandia Serrano. You know what I'm saying? Puerto Rico doing her thing, B. That's why I respect the stance that she's taking, because I believe that if the sanctioning bodies, or if one of them, is not fulfilling the assigned function that they are supposed to do, you only here for one thing. If you're not going to fulfill that role, then who the fuck needs you? Why should you take 3% or 10% or whatever it is of a fighter's purse, fight by fight by fight by fight, when you're literally not moving the ranks? You're not moving them. If you're Carlos Adames, you're interim champion, you're paying sanctioning fees whenever you fight to hold an interim title. But it's not simply to hold an interim title. It's because you want to fight for the full one day, right? Well, they took sanctioning fees out of your purse for the Montiel fight. And I think he had another fight after that. I'm not sure. They take sanctioning fees out of your purse. You're giving up thousands of dollars that could be going in your pocket instead of giving it to them. Because, well, if y'all ain't going to order the fight, then what the fuck do I need y'all for? I don't need y'all. Y'all need me. I'm no closer to the Charlo fight with you than I would be without you. So what am I paying you for? Shout out to Candice. Shout out to Giancarlo Calocamaning. El Batman. Turu puru kuru kuru turu 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 Batman. Kuru turu turu turu. Oh, dirty in the building. Mr. Yagami. Shout out to my man, Mr. Yagami. Domo origato, Mr. Robato. Ya tú sabes. You know what I'm saying? La campeona de Puerto Rico, coño! You got to respect the fighters that take a stance against the powers that be, because if you don't, they get it in their heads that they're running the show when the lifeblood of the sport is money. Money is what drives it, and they need your money. So you need to understand that they don't tell you what to do. You tell them what to do because it's your money they need. The only function they service is to get you a title shot and keep the ranks moving. The moment they stop doing that, they become useless. And that's what's going on at heavyweight. That's what's going on at middleweight. That's what's going on, you know? I mean, if you really pay attention, that's what's going on at a lot of weight classes where fighters are giving up a percentage of their purses to a sanctioning body that doesn't even do its fucking job. All they do is throw those little soirees annually, and make a bunch of fucking announcements and shit, inconveniencing people. So that's just something to think on, just something to think about. One Punch KO says, if I was a fighter, I am not fighting for the WBC. Exactly, bro. The only way you should be paying a sanctioning fee to the WBC is if you're fighting the WBC champion. If the actual title that you want to fight for is on the line. And when it's not, fuck you. Because what y'all want is for me to pay y'all sanctioning fees for 5, 6, 7 fights. Y'all collecting money, and I don't have a fixed date. When am I going to get my title shot? When? Because what the fuck? Payday. You want payday? You want payday? I know that. I know that. We'll see if Ergashev beats him, man. We'll see. If he did, that would shake things up because Ergashev, I think he's with DeBella. I think he is. And DeBella wouldn't keep him on that side of the street because there's nothing over there for him. So he would probably float him over to Matchroom, see if they could find use for him. You get TV time and movie more money with the WBC. No, you don't. You saw Carlos Adames on TV? I know. Oh, I see what you mean. I see what you mean. But you could get that same time without him. You could see if you gave that money to the IBF, you're gonna get your title shot sooner than you'd get it with the WBC. If you gave that money to the WBO, you get TV time. You get TV time. So that's not getting airtime on television. You could get that with any of the other alphabets, but at least they'll move you up those ranks. At least you'll get what you're paying for. There's a lot of people giving their money to the WBC that aren't going to get anything. Yeah, Wayne, I seen he had the face off with Masternak, and I'm not going to make a prediction yet. I want to give Masternak one last look before we go into that fight. But I just feel like, yeah, it's tough because Masternak is a lot more experienced than Chris Billum Smith, and he has a hefty knockout record. He has a hefty knockout percentage. I remember Masternak being one of those stubborn ass guys, man. So, Chris got his work cut out for him in his next fight. That could be a banana skin. We'll see how it goes. Leo. You know what I'm saying? And tonight, we're going to talk about Francis Ngannou. I've said enough about Tyson Fury for one day. Now, the question to the panel, once they're up here, is do they think that Francis Ngannou will continue to do well in a division? Who do they think he will beat or would beat if he were in the ring with them? You know what I'm saying? Wardley is getting hella TV time. That's my man, Flavio Wardley out here. Told y'all he was gonna knock out whatchamacallit. David Adelaide is not in his David Adelaide don't belong in the same ring with him, bro. He don't belong in the same ring with him. Leo. ¿Qué lo que, manín?
¿Qué pasa, Julius?
Aquí en lo mismo. So, tonight's late night boxing talks will mostly center around Francis Ngannou and how a lot of people, I've already seen the MMA community. They're doing what you expect them to do in this situation. But the real question is at heavyweight, now that people know not to underestimate you, who would he beat? So I'm going to go to my man in Canada, Michael. Francis Ngannou, Derek Chisora. Who wins the fight?
50-50. I think it's a 50-50 chance for anybody he goes in with, and as far as heavyweight goes, other than like the top level guys. But
Okay.
it's 50-50. But to be honest with you, I don't want to see that shit. I'm good. Why would I
Well,
want to
I'm
see
I'm
that,
just
bro?
gauging I'm just gauging where people think his ability is. That at minimum you need to be of a certain ilk to beat
But
Derek.
but
You
but
you, you need to
also,
be better than a Gerald Washington, because remember he fought Gerald earlier this year and Gerald couldn't finish the job, do the job. So
yeah.
so do you think that Francis would beat Derek where a Gerald Washington could not?
Yeah, but the thing is, we don't know for sure if that wasn't a fluke. What happened to with Ngannou? Are we for certain that wasn't a fluke?
It
That was
wasn't
I
not
a
want
like
to
once.
lucky shot for him.
I
Is that what
mean,
you're
I
trying to
mean,
say?
that's what
It
we're
wasn't. It
He
wasn't
gauging.
was
about the
luck.
knockout.
I wanna go to villain. Let me go to villain. Villain, cut the shit. Right? Francis Ngannou, Derek Chisora.
To be honest with you, if that's the only fight I have to judge it off of, then I honestly Francine. I think Francine wins the fight. I mean,
Francine.
I have a very small I have a small sample size, and I agree with Mikhail there in Ottawa,
Don't you
Canada.
fucking call me that, you
What time on,
motherfucker.
man? That's like a friendly nickname.
Shout out to Ottawa.
Yeah, shout out to Ottawa, to Mikhail in Ottawa.
Can
The point I'm
Chisora?
getting at is that there's a small sample size. If that was the worst version of Tyson Fury and the best version of Francine, then I'm gonna have to say he's gonna beat Derek. The thing with Derek is
I
Chisora,
agree.
he's just a fun guy to watch fight. It doesn't always make him that great of a fighter. He's always a
That's
dog
true.
who's in a fight. So I would actually that version, and in that circumstance, in that small sample size, Francine wins the fight.
All right, boxing nerd, don't fucking play with me. When's the fucking fight?
Alrighty then. I think Francesca wins the fight.
Francesca.
I think Francesca does it. I think he's able to negate Derek Chisora's heavy haymakers. He loves to throw a lot of those.
He
I think he
does.
gets rounded and maybe stops him late.
Is that how you feel, Leo?
Not really. Look, ena- enable to beat a guy like Chisora, you have to you have to have experience dealing with that kind of guy. Gunn doesn't have
Mm.
any experience besides Fury.
That's why we love Leo.
Um, um, look, I don't think Chisora is all that, but at least he has the experience to fighting bigger guys than him, taller
He does.
guys with
He
better
does.
reach.
He does.
And I don't think because if you want to beat Chisora convincingly, you're gonna have to fence. You're gonna have to move around. You cannot
Yes,
stay with the guy
absolutely.
uh, uh, 100% of the fight. You're gonna have to box. And judging the fight with Tyson Fury, He can box a little. I think there were more intangibles in that play in that fight. The fact Tyson obviously underestimated him, and he didn't have a mark of reference of what to expect.
But now we do.
But, but now he does, and everyone in the heavyweight division. I think you can devise a plan to beat Francis Ngannou for what we saw in the Tyson Fury fight. Now, you have to at least have durability to withstand some of the punches. You
Yeah.
have to have the ability to fence, or maybe go f- after him at close range. Maybe you can do that because I don't think Francis Ngannou can really stick and move and try to get the guy at the end of his jab. I don't think he has the ability yet to do that. But if you
Hmm.
maybe a guy like um, this fucking heavyweight from Australia, Yoka?
So you talking about Uni?
No, the guy that was the glass shin guy. The
Last
motherfucker that this motherfucker that was a
Lucas
gold
Brown?
medalist, but no,
Oh, Tony Yoka, Tony Yoka, Tony
Yoka.
Yoka.
A guy like that, yeah, Francis Ngannou can beat him. I think
Oh,
very easily.
I
But
want to go. I want to go to Cesar. I want to go to Cesar. Cesar, deja la vaina. Deja la vaina.
Uh,
Chisora,
Chisora
Ingaga,
Francis.
Ingyangya.
Um, honestly, if Chisora can handle a southpaw, if he can handle a good southpaw, I think he probably get a good shot on Ngannou. At least he can drop him. Pero to see Ngannou taking some good shots from Chisora, then that'll be a problem for Chisora then. So it's almost like a 50-50 for me.
All right, I'm gonna do my Derek Chisora. You know Derek. You know Derek. He slips. He slips. He bobs.
Yeah.
Bobs. He weaves. He brings the over. This is not the Fury fight. And even though he's lost this step, he's still who he was. He's a pressure guy. He's going to put you under pressure. That's what he's going to do. And just like Leo said, which is why Leo's up here, he makes me proud to be part Chilean, which is saying a lot because I'm Dominican. It is true that it's not like you just beat Derek Chisora. No, you don't actually. You know, look at the Takam fight, where an Olympic gold medalist could not get past Carlos Takam. Derek did that. Not only did he do that, he knocked the motherfucker out. You know? So you do need certain things to beat Derek Chisora even now, because he beat Gerald Washington earlier this year, and Gerald is younger, not as war-torn, hasn't been in as many wars as Derek, but Gerald couldn't do it. So
Ngannou has good footwork too, no?
Good, pero good. It's like good. Vamos a decir que okay,
Better than
good.
Wilder, that's for sure.
Bueno. Real talk.
Saludos, brother.
Chisoria and Ganga. What happens?
Honestly, I honestly believe that Ngannou fight was, I'm not gonna say a bit of a fluke, but it was definitely a bit off guard.
Yeah.
Which is the way I put it is like it's like Dak Prescott's 2016 season. Motherfucker, the only person he lost to was the New York Giants that year. But the following couple years, everybody had tape on him. Everybody knew what he was about, and it was over. You know, now he's pretty much overhyped. But I feel like that Ngannou fight was a little bit the same. You know, now that we got footage on him, we see what he's about. I feel like Chisora, I feel like Zhang, I feel like a lot of the active heavyweights can beat him. Fury's just a fat
Fraud.
bum.
Just a fat fucking fraud. Candace,
Yeah.
What the fuck? Chisora. Ngannou. What's that fight?
I say this all the time. It will come down between the youth and the youth. I would notice it'll be youth.
No, there's no youth, Candace. Wait. There's no youth. Because they're both in their late 30s.
I know they're both old as fuck, but I mean, but if it comes down to like the experience, I would give the experience more to Chisora because he's been through more fights. Cause like I said, this is Francis the first time he ever been in a boxing match, and like I said, I saw like like the little clips and stuff on my Twitter and Facebook, and it's like a whole lot of people did not expect Francis to do that good, especially Dana White, because Dana White was hoping and praying that
Oh, Dana White
Francis,
is red right now.
yeah, cause you know how fucking petty Dana White
Well,
is.
let's say this. Let's say this. A fighter like Tyson Fury, a fighter like Tyson Fury, he will inadvertently keep you in a fight by boxing you. He'll keep you in a fight because he's going to move lateral. He's going to create space. He's going to use his jab. He's going to try to set you up for things. These are things that are keeping you alive, keeping you in a round. Whereas, believe it or not, a more simple fighter who's not overthinking it, like, bro, I'm not here to probe you and check you, and I'm here to fuck you up.
They're a fight. It's just
Here to fight, bro. I'm
yeah.
not here to think about you and think about the shit and think about the breasts ringside. I am here to knock you the fuck out. So when I think about Derek, the main caveats that I see is that he is older, that he's slower than he was. He's slower than he was, but he used to be a handful. And on the right night, it's like, yo, dog, Gerald got more fights than Francis. Gerald is younger than Francis, taller and fresher than
Experience.
Derek. But he couldn't, he didn't win. And that was this year. So I'm like, we know what Derek is about. We know what he brings. Like, bro, either you gonna knock me out or I'm gonna knock you out.
I honestly welcome Ngannou to the boxing world. I think he's a good addition.
I don't mind him.
I
I
don't
like
mind
it
him at
because
all.
we have these questions. I'm not rooting for him to fail, you know? I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm saying that it's one thing to say that he put the division on notice, because I believe he did. He did put the division on notice. They're like, yo, don't sleep on me. I ain't here for play.
He woke
Don't
up
sleep.
a lot of boxing people. Yep.
Right? So he put everybody on notice, but the idea that he's gonna run through the division, yeah, I don't believe that shit.
No, definitely not.
Yeah, that's fucking cap, bro.
Out of
Yo,
Zane,
Ring.
nah, bro. I think Zane will box.
If Fury's not no fucking 6'9", bro.
Yo, Ring, you
Yo, he's
He's
not
probably
6'9". He
closer to
lost.
like 6'6".
I gotta go to my man Polo.
What's up, Julius? Dímelo que.
Chisora Ngannou. How do you see that going?
I gotta go with Francis, bro. You're saying they're the same age, but you gotta remember, Chisora has a lot of wars, bro. He's been in there with every top heavy except AJ, even fucking Usyk. And Francis, yeah, he's up there in age, but he hasn't had those wars that Chisora has. And based on what I see, I gotta give it to him. But if this was 5 years ago, Chisora all day, twice on a Sunday, like.
Okay, I'm gonna grab my coffee. I want you guys to sing Songs of Glory while I'm off to get my coffee. I'm not smoking a cigarette. I'm getting my coffee. Okay.
You drink that coffee.
You
go
drink that
chain
coffee.
smoke.
Drink it good.
Go chain
Hey,
smoke.
is that Michael the Canadian?
Who?
Michael. Is Michael still on?
Who's Marco, y'all?
The
Michael the
fans.
Canadian.
Raise your
he's
hand,
here.
Marco. Raise your hand.
Polo.
Michael Michel.
Yo, so
What's up?
I'm gonna make a point, y'all. So with the Fury family, what is a more realistic move next for a Fury, like anytime soon? Make a fight with Usyk for undisputed, or go make a deal with the WWE, make a fucking show, like a fucking fight with the Big Show.
Bro, I don't think Fury can afford another
Whoa,
circus
whoa.
fight.
Well, isn't the Usyk fight already signed? They said for February.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
I'm pretty
depends
sure
though,
that's
because they might back
contractually
out.
obligated.
They might back. You know how the Furies are, so I'm telling
Nah, I
you,
hope not, bro.
Fury
Here's the
family
thing,
should
man. I was
not be in
picking
the
Fury, but
boxing world, bro.
I hope
I don't
not,
know
bro.
if Fury can. I don't know if he can survive that. The PR damage from
And
him
I've been
backing out of
saying this.
Usyk right
Usyk will
now.
beat the shit out of Fury. I don't care what year it was. Usyk can box circles around Fury. I'm telling you. But a
Yeah.
lot of people went against Usyk just because he was a smaller guy. and that Fury can take hits and he can get dropped. It doesn't matter, bro. He fought Wilder 3 times, and now he fought a
Yeah,
UFC
no,
fight. He
no. I,
got
I
dropped.
think people underestimate Usyk, bro, just because of his size and because of Fury, like him being an actual heavyweight. I mean, I give Usyk a
Yeah,
shot. I was picking Fury, but after that weekend, I'm just like, I'm in the
yeah.
mix, like I kind of
I've
lost
been on.
interest.
I
But
feel like Fury made the same mistake that Spence made in letting Usyk acclimate to
Mm.
the weight class. Cause now Usyk is a full blown heavyweight, bro.
So Fury took this fight as a cherry pick, so he took it easy. That's his
yeah, it is what it is. We
fault.
gotta call it.
Is
But
that what you think? Y'all think?
Definitely,
I think he
definitely.
took it for just the money, bro, and I think he didn't realize that maybe it would have been. But I'm gonna be honest with you. I think Ngannou listens to a lot of the top guys. I think it was a fluke
Definitely,
thing.
yeah. I don't think Ngannou can
I
take
think
on
it was a
Zayn,
fluke,
bro.
bro. Because
Even on
watch
Chisora,
his
I don't
fights in the
think it's gonna
UFC,
be.
bro,
Yeah,
and you'll see,
No,
bro.
like I'll be the first to admit that I was talking to my homie and a couple of the questions that popped up were how long do you think like Fury's gonna entertain him in the fight, and what do you think Ngannou's stamina would look like? Because me and him argue a lot. He's an MMA fanatic and he's a big John Jones stan, so we argue a lot about the John Jones and Ngannou fight, and his main point is always Ngannou's stamina. That was John Jones. That was his excuse was his stamina, but when I watched that fight, man, it was like I didn't
It held up.
really.
It
He
held
held
up.
up. I
He
was surprised he was in the fight all the way up until the end.
Now
So
let me
They would
just
have
read this
fought.
super
He
chat.
would have knocked out Jones. He would have knocked
No,
out
he wouldn't.
Jones, bro.
He not gonna
Saturday.
beat John. He's not gonna beat John.
I
Fury got
think
exposed
I'm
by a
telling you.
novice boxer. Fury was never special. Fury looks like Patrick from SpongeBob SquarePants. How does Ngannou do against Big Baby? And this is the point I'm making. I don't watch MMA, so I don't even know if Styles make fights and that shit. I literally don't know that. All that shit looks fruity to me. I don't care who it offends. I honestly don't even care. That shit is just an excuse for guys with no hands to say they're in combat
yeah,
sports.
be
That's how
grab
I
ass
see
and
it. All that grab ass and there's literally a phrase, let's just quit the grab ass and you know what I mean? It's literally a phrase. And that's just how I feel about that. And I'm old. I don't have to change. I'm old. All right. But what I'm gonna say is that this is boxing. And in boxing, styles make fights. You need certain ingredients to beat a Chisora. You need certain ingredients to beat a Zhang. I'm gonna go to Polo. Great Polo. Is it Polo Torres or Polo Ramirez, bro? Because I really do get confused.
No, it's both, but it's Ramirez on here. I just didn't have
So
it on
you're
here.
like Ricky Bobby. You have two last names
Yeah,
instead of two first. Oh, all
yeah,
right,
yeah, yeah.
Polo Ramirez Torres. Polo
nigga said
Ramirez
you're like
Torres.
Ricky Bobby.
It's like Ricky Bobby, the Ballad of Ricky Bobby.
I don't know what to do with
Polo,
my hands.
Polo, Ngannou Zhang, because that's a name that is
Oh
in the
my
running.
god, bro.
And
I mean,
I'm just gonna say this. I want to preface it with this. I think Zhang knocks him the fuck out. I
yeah,
don't have
Zhang knocks
any
him the fuck out,
illusions. I
bro,
don't have
bro.
any illusions about that.
He's gonna control him with that jab. He's literally what he did to Joyce, but he's gonna be fast. The only thing I do is a guy who is fast, and like you said, he comes to win. That's what you gotta give. But I think Zhang all day. I just think it's gonna be interesting because he's gonna go out like it's gonna be interesting because he's gonna try to win, and then bro, he's gonna think, oh, this guy can't, and then he realizes, holy fuck, man, this Chinese guy is fighting back. Like,
Is that how the panel feels? Does the panel feel that Zhang, they're treating this as if it's like a coloring book, like you have to stay within the lines in boxing when that's literally not how boxing works. That Fury may be ranked above Zhang, and he's certainly more accomplished than Zhang, but that doesn't necessarily mean that he would beat Zhang. That doesn't mean that. So
no, he will not be Zayn.
let,
No,
you
No,
don't think he
let me
would beat Zhang?
no,
You,
Zanga beat the brakes off of Ngannou,
I'm
bro.
let
telling.
me
I've
say
been thinking.
this. Wait,
Right.
look, what has been happening in the last couple of years in the heavyweight division has been a disgrace. For what in one instance, you have the Anto Guardo. He only defend his title against two mandatories and his 7 years as a champion, more or less. You have the WBA fabricating that fucking title.
WBA regular.
That I think it was Daniel Dubois that won that title against a guy I don't even remember. and he got a shot at the title that Usyk was holding, even after the guy that beat him, that was Joe Joyce.
Yep.
Who is the guy that is the legit contender to all those titles? It's
Well,
Serious
right.
Sang. It's Sang.
It's
He is
Zhang.
Sang
It's
because
Zhang.
Sang beat fucking Philip Burgovic. He beat him, and then he went there and he beat Joe Joyce in devastating fashion.
Yes, he
So
did.
that's the guy. That's the real guy that deserves to be in the top three, top four, top five. Not other guy. You can give the other spot to Joshua, and maybe you can give the other spot to I don't know. But those are the top guys in the heavyweight division. I don't
I,
because
I would
I'm
say
doing them.
I would say that by the way of the WBC, the contender should be either Frankie Sanchez or Arslanbek Makhmudov. But because the ranks have basically been frozen, practically frozen for the last 2 years, that's why they're not at number one, you know? That's why, the WBC, when they saw that things didn't work out with Andy and Wilder, well, it's a reason y'all didn't go down the ranks and order another fight. It's because it would require you to order either Wilder versus Frankie Sanchez, which we know he ain't going to do that, or Wilder versus Arslanbek Makhmudov, and we know he ain't gonna do that neither. You can't keep him at number one and order fights because he won't
That's
have them.
crazy, bro. He's been
Look,
a number one for like since his loss. Like,
It's fucking nuts, bro.
bro, and you
He's
know what?
literally been number one since he lost.
Let me play
let's
Yeah,
give
devil's
it.
even
advocate.
after
Let me play
losing, he
Let's
was
devil's
go
still number
back.
advocate.
one.
Let's go back a little bit because
It's American
look at what
bias.
happened with Dillian White. Dillian White was year after year after year trying to chase a shot on by the WBC. He fought practically everyone at the heavyweight division, and he only got beat by Anthony Joshua. How much time passed till he got his title shot?
About maybe 2, 3 years. 3 years, right?
Yeah,
About three and a
and
half.
and at that time he got knocked the fuck out by Povetkin. So okay, when Fury beat Dillian, Dillian White, I thought that okay, this is a good win
Yeah.
in your resume, but that mandatory shot should have been presented itself to Dillian White much more sooner, Mm, and not being knocked the fuck out again. But a contender that it doesn't need, it didn't need to fight Povetkin to get a title shot. He should have got that title shot like 3 fights ago.
Well, but that's the problem. That's why I keep saying that the fighters should stop paying these people. Like, go to WBO, go to the IBF, even the WBA before you go to the WBC, because you paying them to pay them. Basically, they're not gonna order the fight that you paying them to order. Basically, because that's what you're doing. You paying for a rank so that when you win fights, you'll move up the ranks. Yeah, you paying them to be paying them because they're not gonna order shit, fam. That many heavyweights is paying these people is crazy to me. Like, y'all don't see what they doing. Do y'all check the ranks when y'all don't be in the gym and y'all don't? Do you go look? Don't you see that them shits is frozen? They've been
Well,
frozen for like
if they
two,
were
three
that smart, I
years.
don't think they'd be in the fight game. But yeah,
No, you.
they're
I
not.
mean,
I don't think the
yeah,
people are
it's,
smart enough to even recognize this shit because there's so much corruption that's tied to just the
yeah,
WBC and the PBC alone.
yeah. I mean it got to be that because I'm like, yo, I don't know how a sanctioning fee for a fight could be anywhere between a few that you could pay 5 figures in sanctioning fees, 16,000. So it could get real hefty. It could get expensive,
They don't be
and for
percentages.
it's percentages, yeah, but
Okay, yeah, that's where it's
it's
some bullshit because the bigger you are, the bigger the percentage
the
is.
more they're gonna take out. And it's like, yo, dog, like these fighters is literally letting you put your hand in your cookie jar and you not even doing what you're supposed to be doing to have your hand in the cookie jar. So it shouldn't be no cookies for you till you start doing your job, you know? Besides the point, since we're on the subject of Wilder, Wilder is a potential candidate for a Francis Ngannou fight. How
Gotta
does the
beat the brakes off of Wilder, bro.
y'all think? All right, so tell me, who's got Wilder winning the fight? Who's got Ngannou winning the fight?
I got Ngannou, bro.
All
I think
right.
Wilder's shot, bro. Wilder's just shot. He doesn't. He's literally sitting on his ass in a park bench, fucking begging for a payday, bro.
Does anybody think Wilder wins that fight?
Me, Polo. Wilder knocks him out, man. I'm
I
tired
think
of this MMA.
Wilder wins the fight and then goes down on his grandpa.
I want to say this. I think he blow his grandpa too.
Oh my god.
I think he'd suck his grandfather's dick because he said he would, or at
Bro,
least he considered it.
there's no fucking call for you to answer that question, bro.
Look, these are relevant facts, okay? And we need to go over the relevant facts. And the fact of the matter is that, and I just said this on the round table, this is why I kind of agree with Polo. One thing that could really mess things up for Ngannou is he doesn't slip, he doesn't roll, he doesn't ride. So he'll come forward in a high guard, and Wilder's going to shoot that right. He is. He's going to shoot that right, and he's either going to split the guard with it or whack him around the side, and he'll get in with the right hand. And then it becomes a question of whether or not you think Ngannou can withstand the punch. Personally, I don't think he can.
I think he can, bro.
I think it's remained to be seen. Where I will push back, Jules, is any guy that can take an elbow, knee, and a head to the face.
It's Fury, bro.
No,
that
I'm
was
not even.
Fury,
I'm talking
bro.
about just in general the level of combat and the pain threshold Ngannou can take. We're gonna see if he can hold up to it, Jules. If he holds up to that right hand, what does Wilder do?
Well,
It's
he's
like,
fucked.
He's fucked, right?
He's fucked. I mean, I would say he's fucked. JRV, shout out to JRV. He says Wilder never fought a puncher. Francis has a better chin. Do you guys agree with that?
I agree. I
I
think
do
Francis
agree.
does have a
Francis
good
has a
chin.
better chin.
At this point,
And Jules, who's the best puncher Wilder has faced? He's chinny.
It's easily Malik Scotch, bro. It's easily the way he beat tongue punching.
King
if you-
Kong
if
Ortiz,
you're
But
bro.
talking
keep
about
it
a
real,
puncher,
Jules. Like, remember Eric Molina and Spilka were fucking
No, I
having
mean,
him to reset.
you know how I feel about Wilder's chin. I've always thought he was chinny, even for a heavyweight. I've always thought he was chinny. So I understand the point that some people are making that, yeah, if Wilder lands this and that, but if Ngannou lands, and yeah, you have to wonder, what did the two fights, the last two with Tyson Fury, what did they take out of Wilder? His last fight only lasted a round, so we don't really know where his durability, where his
Okay.
punch resistance
Do-
is.
do you
I think
remember
that punch, if he lands that punch he landed on Fury on Wilder, I think Wilder goes down. I do also think it's an easier fight for AJ against Francis than it is for
Bro,
Wilder.
I think AJ. I'm not even gonna discuss AJ
Yeah,
tonight because
AJ, I think it's an
AJ
easy
would
fight
beat
for
him. I don't even have a doubt in my mind. AJ beats this guy, bro.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's a more intriguing fight with Wilder. There's more.
I'm naming the shitty guys, the guys on the back nine. That's who I'm naming, bro.
I know who I want to see Francis fight just to end it. I want to see him fight your favorite fighter, Frankie Sanchez.
Frankie Sanchez can save us all. I gotta grab my coffee because it didn't come up. I use an old school percolator. For those who speak Spanish, I use una greca. So I'm gonna go grab my coffee. Leo, sing songs of my glory.
Hey Drew.
but
Hey
wait,
Drew.
do you remember how Deontay Wilder looked against Robert Elenius?
Yeah, he knocked
That
him out.
fight
of
You
the
was
mean
round.
for the
weird
fucking
because
2 minutes that he was in the ring?
no, besides that, because he did short work of Robert Elenius. But do you remember how he was moving? He was moving a lot. Deontay Wilder
Yeah,
usually
nervous
doesn't move
movement,
a lot.
right?
I'm not gonna say nervous movement because it did work, and he walked Robert Elenius into a straight right, and it was a beautiful shot, and he touched him in the shin, and Robert Elenius was out. So it was a good performance. But
Yeah.
Deontay Wilder never does that. Never. He goes and he
Yeah.
tries to go to the
But
central
but
ring.
Leo,
He tries
where
now
to
that you mention that,
where
I
I'll
do
push
recall
back,
that.
Leo, I put back his sparring partner. He knows him. Now, what I want to ask you, Leo,
Yeah.
do you think Wilder's punch resistance is gone?
I believe so. I don't think Deontay Wilder was fighting like that because he can withstand the punch. I think he was still some damage physically, psychologically, and on those Tyson Fury fights, and now he wants to fight on the move. And with Robert Lennox worked, okay, but I don't think he's gonna work with everyone, and this is a heavyweight. I don't think he can implement that
Yeah.
game plan,
Uh-huh.
and at every level with every top 10 heavyweight fighter in the top 10. I don't think he can do with. He can do that with Robert Lynch. I'm just gonna say that. I don't think he
Yeah.
can do that with fucking Anthony Joshua. I don't think he can do that with Usyk. And with Ngannou, it's a given because Ngannou is a novice. And
Yeah.
Yes.
I get this a lot, and some people that don't know shit about boxing predicate Wilder's success rate of knocking people out based on him landing first, quote unquote.
Mhm.
Dude, his first like 20 to 30 opponents were all stiffs, man. There's
32.
chinny
No, first
motherfuckers.
32, bro. First 32. Honest,
Yeah.
it's literally the first
it's
32.
crazy.
And
That's
I'm
an
like,
insane
once he takes
number of
That's
cans,
great.
bro. Like,
That's like
yeah,
Duran Ennis.
and then once he take a step up fight, he looks awful. So I don't know where this thing comes from. Yeah, it's
virtuoso.
from these
But let me
people that
ask
don't know
you a
his whole career.
question. Virtuoso of the virtuous. Shout out to the Boogie Down Bronx. Is Ngannou really that far a cry from those 32 cans?
Could be, but he has something that most of these guys don't have, and that's
Big
punch
Corey?
resistance. And
I think
Shut the fuck up.
I
You're not
think
gonna
he's
get me
I
with
think
that.
Ngannou is I
This
think
nigga.
Ngannou is built for combat. He's got the fire inside him to take those heavy shots, Jules. Now, where I asked Leo, I want to ask you, Jules, how much punch resistance do you think Wilder even has left?
You want my honest opinion?
We're here because you give it to us straight, and that's
It's the only way I know how to
to
give it to you guys.
And
And I'm
long.
gonna be honest, and long,
Veiny.
and
thick.
veiny,
And
and
thick.
thick. No, but
He
being
gave us.
real, Drew, I think it's gone, bro. I think
No, for real.
I wholeheartedly believe that if you put him in there with a Zhang, and if Zhang hit him the way he hit Joe, Wilder goes out.
Bro,
I honestly
Jules, don't
think
say
Usyk
that.
could knock out
Don't
Wilder.
say that, bro.
Everybody
Because
can knock out
Oh,
Wilder.
I,
at this
you
point.
know,
Yeah,
Jules, you
yeah,
know
don't
how I
say
feel.
that,
Zhang
Julius.
is the dark horse. Me and Polo, the only ones that picked him in
Thank
that
you,
first
Jules. Give me a
fight
shout out.
to
No,
stop.
I was the only
No,
one.
listen,
Shout out to
we were the
Polo.
only
You
ones
were.
that picked
You and me. You and me and
we
one
picked
other guy.
we picked
I can't
Zhang
remember
to
his
run
name.
through Joyce in the first fight he did. I think Jules, who wants a piece of the Zhang man right now?
Nobody, bro. He's all wrong
Nobody.
for
That's
bro, because he's all wrong. If you think about what Zhang
he's a
is,
southpaw.
a giant Chinaman who's a southpaw and with a backhand from the heart of fucking Chinese hell, bro. Like, and he's a counter puncher. So you can't even stand in front of him letting him go. You can't. He's a counter puncher. He's all wrong for
With a
everybody.
fucking chin.
So, I mean, I honestly, I would be shocked. I really would be shocked. I would expect them to put him in there with Wilder before they put him in there with Zhang. I don't like, nah. Y'all gonna fuck the money up if y'all
It's
put
too
him in
low
there with
reward,
Zhang.
bro. Zhang is getting there to a name. Wilder already has a name, but Julius,
Exactly.
don't say that Wilder's punch is gone because he fights AJ and AJ beats him. People are gonna start saying that. No, he still has something left. Just not
No,
the.
Polo, you know how I am, bro. I'm just gonna say that I've been saying this since before. Like, just go back to the old videos, and I always brought it up. How did Eric Molina do that to you, bro? He really rattled you, like your knees buckled, like you was like that off of Eric Molina left hook, bro. Wow.
How did Spook get jabbed the shit out of you that I thought I was watching Klitschko in his prime?
Right, Spilka had him stumbling over his own feet. So I just want to know. It seems that the majority of the panel feels that Ngannou would get Wilder. Who feels that Wilder would get him?
Wilder would get him.
Michael, why? Tell us why.
Because
Otawa.
for Deontay is dangerous with that right hand. For you to get Deontay, you have to pressure him and not give him any space to throw that right hand. Get up in his face and all that stuff. And Ngannou wasn't doing that to Fury. He was staying on the outside looking to time him. You can't
That
do
is
that
true.
with Wilder. You
That is
have to be
true.
Mike,
aggressive. You have to smother him. That's the only way.
You can't
And
keep it
do you have
long.
to smother him with a
Ngannou and
thick,
Ngannou
long jab?
you have to be in shape because you have to have the gas tank to get him out of there. Not that I think that Wilder is like the has the greatest chin, but you need like you're gonna need a couple of rounds of fast paced rounds like in his face, body shots to open up those headshots and get him out. It's pretty
So
much it.
Now,
Michael,
fellas, who has the better gas tank? Because they're both
I
pretty
mean,
shitty.
They're both pretty shit, yeah.
both pretty shitty. Michael's got Wilder. Does anybody else have Wilder?
And yo, I hate, and I'm a Deontay Wilder hater, so like
No, I mean,
hate
I know
I-
you just calling it down the middle. I know you
Yeah.
are. Does anybody else have Wilder? Wow, the silence is deafening.
I don't know.
I'll say
I don't know
this.
That
what kind of
silence is
Wilder
loud
we're
than a
gonna get.
motherfucker.
I'll say this, fellas. This is my whole thing. Like Michael said, which is what I said in my award-winning video yesterday. I already won like 3 awards. The way that Fury beat Wilder was jab and smother, jab and smother, jab and smother, round after round. It wasn't
He
staying
tired
on the
him out.
outside. It wasn't staying on the outside. It wasn't waiting for a counter. It was jab and smother, jab and smother, jab and smother. And I don't think here and now, I'm not convinced. He would have to convince me that Ngannou has the coordination right now for jab and smother, jab and smother. No, I don't think you're gonna do that. What I think you're gonna do is he's gonna do his bullshit. Because he don't jab straight away. He's gonna do his bullshit.
Ngannou doesn't know how to. He doesn't know how to be defensive and like.
I'm
rest.
telling you, this is what Ngannou's gonna. When he sees that left hand go up, doing this sucker shit. When he sees that, he's gonna do this. And once you do that, move. It's over.
But I will push back what you said on your roasting of Habib earlier. You did say we don't know what kind of Wilder we're even gonna get to see what he has left.
We don't.
Because
But
you also said like
we're talking about a 37-year-old novice, Drew. Come on now. Come on. We're talking about a 37-year-old novice. And the idea that the heavyweight division is all of a sudden his oyster because he made a hype job look bad. See, that's exactly the kind of thinking that led to Fury. Wait, that's exactly the kind of thinking that led to Fury supposedly being all that. Brody, you look good with Wilder. You didn't look good with Valine. You look good with Wilder.
No, yeah,
You look
that's
good
a
with
bad
Wilder.
analogy
so
there.
it's also if he fights Wilder, he's fighting even lesser skilled hype job.
But that's what makes it more dangerous. That you're both unconventional. You're both awkward. They're
I have to
both
bring in this
awkward.
point as well too. Nobody here knows for sure if that wasn't a fluke. We don't know if that was just a one-time.
Could have been a
type
fluke.
of-
That could have been
It
some
could have been,
one-time
bro.
for the
I
fun
also
time shit.
Let's be
think
honest. Fury
what I've
probably did
heard.
underestimate him. Fury
No, but
probably did.
also, Michael, Fury's shot, bro. It's too much coke, too much booze. He's
Too
a
much
shot
coke.
fighter.
That's the other thing that people don't say. You know, it's entirely possible that he sniffed too much coke. I mean, you can't be healthy sniffing that much fucking coke.
Well, not
Because listen, Tyson
He's
Fury
probably
and
doing
Joseph
rails in the
Parker.
dressing
Listen,
room.
Tyson Fury and Joseph Parker are in competition. Who's the best undercover couple? Him
He's
and Joseph
doing
Parker.
lines off of Joseph's ass.
And they're
in the
competing.
locker
Like
room.
that Scrappy and Zerto are sending them their tape and like, well, this is what we did.
They're
Arrow
sexting
and
each
Yellow
other.
Beast. Yeah, all four of this. A group chat of all four of the undercover couples in boxing.
Now, another name that they threw out there for Francis Ngannou for December was Parker. How do y'all feel about that?
No, bro.
I like that because I like that because
still fighting, bro.
Oh, I didn't do it. That's what I said.
why are you complaining? It's prize fighting, bro. Let's watch this
man.
spectacle.
These shit's fights, bro.
You ain't gotta buy it.
Man.
You don't like it, don't buy it.
Okay, well then we'll just say that about every fucking fight then.
He's just, y'all. He is just y'all. Listen, he is just relaying the news, fellas.
I'm just relaying the news, guys. They put Parker out there, and Parker did say immediately after his fight with Simon Keane, where he looked sharp, by the way. He actually looked good in that fight.
He was finally throwing that. He was finally throwing that uppercut you've been telling him to throw for 3 fights.
Yeah, he did it beautiful. He did it beautiful. I'm just asking
Joseph
you,
Parker.
Michael. I'm just asking you if it's Parker and Ngannou who wins the fight.
Oh man, please. I honestly, bro. Sadly, I have Parker that fight as well too.
Do you guys have Parker? Anybody else on the panel have Parker?
Me, Polo,
He can
have
outbox
Parker.
him, bro.
You got Parker, Polo?
Yeah, I got Parker.
I think Parker could outbox. And now, the biggest fight for him is the Joshua fight, right?
I mean, if we're gonna be honest, and once again, They just look, man. They just hate when a dude could pull a bitch. That's really what the hate is. Because the shit is, if you just honest and you take away all the polarization, the fact of the matter is that shit sells in the UK. That shit sells in Africa, and it'll sell a little bit in America. That's just fucking reality, bro. Cameroonian versus Nigerian,
West
yes, you can,
African, the Battle of West Africa.
bro. You can sell the shit out of that fight. That's just the fucking truth, bro. It is. The only thing that would be bigger than that is if Francis Ngannou were Ghanaian instead of Cameroonian, because you know
Oh
everybody.
my God! Yes,
That
yes.
would, that would be nuts.
Or Senegalese, because that rivalry between them and Nigeria over
And
yellow
if you
price.
had, and if it was Senegalese, you could have Akon convict.
Do they have a lot of beef with each
Music.
other?
That you're right.
Ghanaians, the
Jules, that
Ghanaians,
could be, and if
Bro,
we
that
make
nigga
that fight, I know
Jules is
Eddie
down
will.
that shit
Eddie,
for
will-
2000.
Eddie will
the
pack
Ghanaians, and the Ghanaians versus the Nigerians is tantamount to Mexico versus Argentina. It's kind of like that dynamic.
Oh, okay.
There's
So
a
Philly,
rivalry there.
Argentina, yeah.
There's a rivalry there. So if you made AJ versus Ngannou, yes, that would literally be bigger, way bigger than the
That
Fury
would
fight.
that would actually be like the Rumble in the Jungle, bro. If they do
Bro, I
that,
would be scared, bro.
In all conclusion, any of those fighters you said that anyone said that can be Ngannou, what will that prove? That they can be a UFC fighter?
No, I would say that it's not to address that they can
I'm not.
beat him, but can he beat them? Because when you have Joe Rogan, when you have
Mhm.
Simon Jordan making Fury look bad, who's looked bad before, by the
Yeah,
way.
right.
They're
This
turning.
isn't the first time.
It's not the first. Like Otto Wallin made him look bad. John
Mhm.
McDermott arguably beat him.
McDermott, yep.
Him getting knocked down
Yeah, those
is
are
not
people who
some
are
new
ignorant to the
shit.
sport of boxing.
No, those are people that are propagating a narrative, is what I'm saying. Because when you really step back and look at Fury, Brody, John McDermott beat you, bro. What are we doing? He beat you, bro. You needed 2 fights to get 1 real win. He beat you,
He's
okay?
getting a lucky coin every time.
You don't have
is
no
not.
chin.
Wait. Pychek is not no special fucking fighter. He's not no legendary puncher. He put you on your ass, bro. Never mind Cunningham. We know Cunningham. Pychek puts you on your ass, bro. You getting put on your ass is not some fucking Aurora Borealis that only happens. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit, that's regular for you, bro. So
It
don't
is.
act like. So why we acting like, oh, Ngannou is the latest guy that made
Mhm.
Fury look like shit? Does that mean
They're
Ngannou beats
building that up.
everybody?
They're
They
building that up.
exactly.
Now,
They're gonna
having
build
said
that
that,
up.
Jules, your ring IQ, you're in the brain trust of Francis Ngannou. Do you take a risk in losing and blowing all
No,
your
I fight
momentum?
Manuel Char.
No.
Listen, if
Oh yeah. Wait, hold on.
I fight Manuel
You,
Char,
and then you go straight to the AJ fight, right?
this is the thing. If you're Francis Ngannou, right, you're 37 years old, so your years, you don't have that many to give. But with 4 to 5 fights in a 12-month span, you can make an insane amount of money. Insane. You
True.
could go in there with a Manuel Char, then follow it up with a Chisora. These are winnable fights. Go in there with a Manuel Char, a Chisora. Maybe you roll the dice with a Daniel Dubois because he's a fucking quitter. He's a fucking quitter. You hit him hard, he'll quit. All right. And with those 3 fights in the buildup of an AJ fight, Brody, you can make way more money than you were going to make at the PFL. Way more in just a handful of fights. On the predication that every time you win, which is not really being said, every time you win, it is an affront to the sport of boxing. Because every time you win, they'll say, look at who he's beating and he only has 2 fights. Look at who he's beating and he only has 3 fights. Look at who he's beating and he has 4 fights. You'll step up to the AJ. You will lose.
True.
But by the time you fight him, you'll be making a ridiculous amount of money, bro.
Oh yeah, because so his next fight is boxing, but his fight after that, it's contractually obligated to open on ESPN. He's getting 8 figures for his MMA debut with PFL.
And there's no real competition over there, right, Drew? I don't follow mixed martial farts.
No,
So
not at all. There's no real competition over there unless
real
you're the girl
competition
that-
over there.
Bellator.
No,
For
they
heavyweights,
actually got some decent names. Hold on. No, they
For
actually got a few heavyweights They got this
They got over
Croatian
there.
dude, but no, they
Shit.
got smoke from him. But he's getting paid though, at least. Not like the UFC, but there is smoke though.
Let me see. JX said,
But
whose steroids are better, Heredia or Snack? I would go with a Snack if I have to choose a steroid provider.
Yeah,
I would go
Snack's
with
tastier.
Conte.
I would
I
go with
would
the
go with
pads I got
Conte.
right now.
I would go with Conte. He knows all about the pets. Shout out to free YouTube. The Wilder versus Ortiz 1 and 2 fight helps predict. What does it help predict, bro? I don't know.
I know you're not saying
Ngannou fight, I
fucking
think.
Francis is on the level of boxing that fucking Ortiz
Cheating
is.
on Benavidez.
I mean, the main thing is that if they get him out there on that kind of schedule on December 23rd, I really don't think it's going to be a big name. They'll just get a guy who's available, and there are a couple of guys who are
bro,
available.
but they would pay for that. I know they got money, but you know how they usually when there's fights, there's pay per view. Do they have fights where it's just normal? Like they'll get them like a normal heavyweight, and they'll be regular maybe on
No, I think they
ESPN
want it to be another big show, Polo. I think they want it to be like another big.
But I mean, they could do it with Zhang and Parker, but other than that, I mean, because at least Parker was.
Nah, I don't even want to watch Zhang and Parker, bro. If it's
Yo,
gonna,
I don't know why.
But Jules, you
Parker's still
mentioned
fighting,
Chisora.
though.
That's a hard fight for fucking Ngannou. Chisora's
well,
not
that's the
gonna come there to lay
point that
down.
I'm making. That I don't know that I have so much faith in what I saw with him because you know what you're gonna get from Derek, bro. He's not gonna leave you alone. You got to knock him out. If you don't knock him out, or you either need the foot coordination to box his ass, or you got to knock him out. And if you don't got neither, which we can't, like, yeah, you looked okay with Fury, yeah, but
That
Fury
was that
is
one
keeping you in the
performance.
fight. Yeah, like Fury's keeping you in the fight because he's respecting you. He jabbing and moving and feinting and jabbing, and you know Chisora not gonna do that, bro. Chisora gonna come
Oh, yo, I
right
got
at
one,
you,
Julius.
bro.
I got one. The battle of the Congo versus Cameroon. Martin Bakoli.
Bro, the shit is that look.
Bakoli would kill him.
I think Bakoli smokes him. I don't have a doubt in my I
Bakoli's
don't
a
have a
bad
doubt in my
motherfucker,
mind.
man.
Bakoli
Bakoli
smokes
would
him.
kill him.
The problem is why, bro? Bakoli ain't got the name value of some. Bakoli doesn't have the name value of Chisora, bro.
No,
Let
he
that
don't.
sink
That's
in.
true.
That's
Yo,
a
Let that
million
sink
Julius,
in.
but
pay-per-view.
you saw
Polo, I got a
Bakoli,
question
man. He
for you.
Yeah,
looks
Chisora.
nice,
Chisora
bro.
brings
Serious
views.
question. Who's the fucking most abstract, up and coming Mexican fighter nobody knows about, bro? That we should be looking for.
At the moment, I gotta do my research to be honest.
You
I
come
don't
on, you should know this already.
Come on,
Man,
man.
That's what we're
Polo.
asking.
What's
Fake Mexican ass.
Hey, Drew, what's the upcoming Mexican American that you're high on, bro? That doesn't
Oh
speak
man, the
Spanish?
fucking I'm high to see Ecuadorian get his ass kicked by Boo Boo. I can't
Bro,
wait.
Yo, you
Julius,
Hey,
seen what
y'all
heard
seen
that
Iglesias
David
said,
had a
Mayweather
yo?
Boo
You
thing
seen
again?
what
What happened with
Iglesias
Smack?
said? Iglesias said that, yo, Benavidez sparring is mierda, and Boo Boo was getting some good sparring
Really?
partners.
Yo,
Getting
David
some
had a black eye today. He did an interview. He had a black eye today.
Ooh, bueno. Yo, bro, that's the rumor that he looking doo-doo in sparring.
Boo-boo's
That's what you
spoken.
call
But
basic.
That's what I
Jules,
told you, bro.
Francis
He's
is
in
in a
fat camp.
really
He's not. He's not.
Jason,
in
go
fat
ahead.
camp.
Jason,
Jules, I
Jason,
hope we're on
Jason. Hey,
fitness.
wait. Jason, go ahead.
Francis is in a really weird spot. Like we've been highlighting it and hinting at it all stream long, but he isn't good enough to beat a lot of guys, but you can't put him in there with just anyone. So you're kind of limited to these Chisoras, to Parker, to Carlos Takam. Like you got to get him names, but they got to be bad. So it's like, well, what do you do?
No,
with them?
because the other thing is, look, context is key. Because I actually welcome him. I don't mind him, you know, and I like his story. I like his human interest story. If you thought about this conventionally, right, Jason? What kind of guys does a fighter fight their first couple of fights? What kind of guys? Guys like Chisora. Guys like that with losses, journeymen. So when you think about it in that context, well, no, it's not. It's a step down from who you just fought. It's a step, you know, because you just fought big fucking Fury, right? But normally when a fighter debuts as a professional, those are the kind of people that they fight. Journeymen, guys with losses in the double digits, guys who are on the back nine. So I'm not against him if that's the next couple of fights that he has as a boxer. No, I'm not against that because that is normal, you know. Chisora to me is interesting because You need certain ingredients to beat him. You do. You actually do. And we don't know that Ngannou has them, aside from power.
Real quick, Jules, I haven't checked. I don't know if you've done a segment or are you going to continue your onslaught of PBC and Showtime ending with Devin Haney pushing them on off the December 9th date?
I haven't even had the chance to talk. No, I did. I talked about it. But my rationale is different. See, what I figure is, why would we waste that content on a platform that ain't gonna be in boxing when we could offer it to Amazon? Because we need something for them. We need content to bring over there. So what we gonna waste this show on that shit when they leaving, when we could offer that to Amazon?
So we're just gonna take that shit pay-per-view and give it to Amazon.
Well, the shit is that in their mind it's not shit. In their mind, it's great value. Keith Thurman. Ooh. Danny Garcia. Ooh. Right?
Hey,
like
December, I hope we get Conor Benn and Eubank Jr. for December.
Well, they talking about January. They talking about January now for that, but they said it's gonna happen though. They said it's gonna happen. So,
Jules, can you imagine that pitch to Amazon? And here we have a man, that old man Manny Pacquiao beat the shit out of Keith Thurman up against
the shit is that Amazon doesn't know nothing. Amazon doesn't know nothing, which is what I've been saying. That it looked like you want to be over there because nobody's gonna check you over there. Nobody knows nothing over there. So you go over there with a fucking Danny Garcia. We got Danny Garcia. You're gonna make that.
How long do you give it, Jules?
Maybe a year. It's a distribution deal. If the rumors are true and the rumors are still the same, they haven't changed. It's a distribution deal. All they're doing is giving you a platform to do those pay-per-views. It's a big platform for you to distribute them, but it doesn't change that. That's not a commitment. That's a pump and dump. That's not a commitment, bro. A commitment is, here's $100 million for you to do shows throughout the year. That's a commitment. And that's not what the rumor is. The rumor is, they'll distribute your pay-per-views like Fight was, but they're not spending nothing. They're not giving you nothing. They're just distributing your pay-per-views. And you're hoping that the money to pay for them will come from who?
Us.
Bro. Us. And
I'm
not buying that. I'm not like, you do that Javante Isaac rematch, which is the rumor that's out right now, that's what's going to kick off the deal. I'm not buying that shit, bro. Forget that fucking shit.
I'm good, bro.
I'm good, bro.
Christmas just went through. I had to buy gifts and shit.
Word, that January is my break because my kids' birthdays is in the fall and the winter. Plus, I got to get all the Christmas shit. January is my break, bro.
That's when everybody does the budgeting for the year and shit. Bro, ain't nobody trying to buy a shit paper.
Nobody trying like the fuck.
Jules, you're gonna get Benavidez versus David Lemieux too, and you're gonna like it.
Listen, bro. You seen War a Week Radio, Drew. He's putting it on the fans instead of the content that them motherfuckers went under. It's not the fans' fault. Your content is ass, bro. It's inflation, basically. You giving us less, but charging more. And you saying, oh, it's the hardcore. No, it's that the content sucked at Showtime.
Bro, they almost to $100.
Shit.
That argument makes no sense. If it was the hardcores that weren't buying and it was the casuals that were, your numbers would be through the roof.
Bro, that's the argument he's been making for a week. And it's like, he tried to come at me with that argument. I'm like, you cut like first, if your argument is that hardcore fans steal shit, you talking to the wrong guy because I buy everything I watch. Other than that, if I say I'm not watching Isaac versus Davis again, I'm not going to steal it. I'm literally not going to watch it. It's trash. I'll catch it on a rebound.
Now we get to see that Tank was never really an A-side.
Basically. Go ahead, put him in there with Isaac again. Watch what happens.
Y'all ready for Tank versus Cruz too?
The world's greatest loser.
Hey, you know that dude D1? He was on some other dude's channel saying that there is no 50-50 fights no matter what division he goes to, all the way up to 140, 147. That's why he's not been in any 50-50 fights. And I'm like, bro, you really be sucking this man off.
Motherfuckers look, this is the era of dick eaters, bro. Because it's like, y'all really just want to Y'all really just like this dude so much that you don't even want him to fight people. That's so fucking weird. This is the fight game. We here to watch fights, bro. I thought that's what I thought. But you telling me you like this dude so much you don't want him to fight people. It's
They
the
want to
Spence
have their
shit all
kids.
over again.
They want to have their children, Jules.
They want him to punch him in the brown. Or maybe they want to punch him in the brown.
Put him in the brown.
The brown eye.
Yeah, they
Because a lot of
so-
quiet as kept. Can I just say this? Because this shit is, I don't know why this irritates me so much. This DJ Academics dude, B. Yo, you just I don't know how a dork like that, because that dude is a fucking dork, B. Like, you a dork, bro. Like,
Yeah, I do a
Wait,
little
who?
weirdo.
What
Who
do
you
you say
talking about?
now? What do you say?
Academics, bro. Like,
Yo, academics is hilarious, bro.
that dude is a fucking
What did
dork,
he
bro.
do?
Like,
What
I
did
don't
he
find
do?
nothing. Listen, bro. The day you start getting teary-eyed because the dude threatened to shag you, yeah, you not a man, my guy. If
Wait,
you don't
when
know,
did
Loud
when
if
did
you
here.
don't, if you don't, if you don't know how to handle that, or for general principles, you not a guy, bro. You
when
not a
did he do
guy,
that?
bro. The dude threatened to shag him, Santana, whatever his name is. He threatened to shag him in his brown eye, and then this dude jump on camera. He don't want to say nothing because he gonna get canceled. He getting misty eyed and shit, bro. You ain't worried about getting canceled. You worried about getting shagged. Cause you don't think you could beat that big dude, bro.
Who's Santana? Santana what?
It's
Oh,
this big
Saucy thing.
tranny. This is big
Oh,
tranny. This literally a big tranny. A huge tranny.
this is
When
why I don't follow
Oh
the music.
no! Oh, that shit. Yeah.
This
that
is why.
shit,
Yo,
bro.
Is he
you
a
know what it is?
musician?
No, because he can't roast the way he wants to. Because academics is usually vicious. He doesn't care about, like, trust me, bro. He doesn't care about getting shagged.
Bro,
Like,
listen,
he
bro.
he
You
That
be
gotta
dude
do
saying
is
him
a
like
crazy.
Boosie
Yo,
did.
he be saying crazier shit to other, like, guys who claim they're like.
You gotta do him like Boosie did. Whatever the fuck you is, you better back up.
Yo, listen, bro. The shit is that dude threatened to
Nah,
shag
but
you.
he's
What
not
you
he's
gonna
not
do
supposed to be
about that?
crying. He's not supposed
What
to be
you
crying on
what you
camera
going?
like
That
that.
dude literally threatened to shag you, bro. What you gonna do about that? You
DJ
just
Crying.
seems like a small
I'm
guy
not I'm
too.
not jacking the crying, bro. Like, get your shit together, bro.
I'm saying that like he ain't outright, but you can see in his
He grab
eyes
his
that
dick and
like
twist it.
twist his dick,
The
yo,
old
dick
twist.
twist.
First of all,
Telling you, bro. Drew out here in a fucking strip club. I just seen your camera come on, Drew. Don't be out here in the titty bar and don't show no titties, bro.
Bring him back on. We want to see that shit.
Here, a little soft
Let me
dinner
see.
night, bro. Santa
Let me
Monica.
see, bro. I want to
Little
see
soft
LA,
dinner
bro.
night
Hold
right here
on,
on
hold
the
on.
beach.
Let me blow this shit up. Don't take the camera away. I won't blow the shit up. I always wanted to live in LA because it's mad classy and shit.
Expensive.
Say hi, guys. Hey, guys. Y'all about to go eat? Oh, shit.
Yeah, so we in Santa Monica. Nice little restaurant right here.
That's fucking beautiful, bro.
Hey, where's your girl at?
She on the way?
Nice.
wait, you about to have dinner with Steve Kim?
Bro. Yo, what the
With Ice Spice?
fuck?
Hey,
The
where's Ice
fuck,
Spice
bro?
at?
No. I'm having dinner with Junto's trainer tomorrow, though.
Junto about to move up to 118, yo.
Yup.
No,
He gonna
I
beat
want
up
So
a
I
he's
want
just gonna have
lot
a
of.
fight.
I want him to
Now
quit at
I
115,
ain't
bro.
even mad at him because if he want to knock out the other Maloney brother, I'm gonna watch
Nah,
that shit.
I
Yo,
want him to quit
do it.
at
So he's just gonna have a
115.
fight at 118 and then wait until he's
That'd
open
be
to
a
be a
good ass fight.
mandatory. Like, how does that work? Because he just
I
moved
don't
up.
know because wasn't he WBO champion already at two weights, right? He was WBO
Yeah, so
champion
he
at
could
two
do that.
weights.
Yeah,
If he was WBO champion at two weights, he might qualify for super champion status to challenge Maloney straight away. Because that's
yeah,
what Andre did. Remember, he was champion at
Yep.
54,
yeah.
60.
Because at 115
That's
he
exactly
had
what
that
it is,
fight
Jules.
against Rodriguez, and then he went for the belt. So like he didn't do it right away. I thought maybe he takes a stay busy fight, then he goes for it.
No, the other shit is Rodriguez vacated the IBF. He said he retired, so maybe
Wait,
he
is
could
that
shoot for that
official? I
belt.
thought he said he came
Bro.
back. And is
I
it?
don't know about him coming back.
Who
I don't know.
retired?
Did he come back?
Who
He said
retired?
that he
The
unretired. Like,
Puerto
is the
Rican kid
belt?
at 118,
So is the
Emmanuel
belt vacant?
Rodriguez.
Like, if you go on their website, does it say vacant? Like, then
I don't know if they updated it yet, bro. I don't know
I
if they
heard he came
updated their
back,
shit
but I
yet.
heard he pulled a Arroyo. Like he said that, then he's not
I
retired.
haven't
Like
heard
he
anything about
Look at
that.
what Oscar just tweeted, though.
What he just tweeted? Let me see.
Oh no.
He
What'd he
talking that
say?
shit.
What you talking? Let me see. Hold
He
up. I'm
said
about to
Is,
PBC
go.
is it
fighters,
cocaine talking
you
shit?
guys can have your jobs back if
He's
you
on the
want to
he's
come
on the
back.
cocaine. Attention
I'm
PBC
not. No,
fighters.
no.
What
I'm not
happened?
mad at that. I'm not mad at that. Y'all disloyal motherfuckers. If y'all want to fight, the truth is the truth. If
What
the
did he say?
rumors, if the hold on, let me see. Let me see. Hold up, because
Go
let me
to his
see.
He
Twitter.
said attention PBC fighters without a promoter contract. Call my headquarters and let's make some good fights happen.
Okay,
I'm gonna do an
I'm
episode of
with
the
that.
relay on that. I
I'm with
like
I'm
it.
that.
definitely with it.
But let
I'm
me
with
say
it.
that. But let me say this: the main thing is that what you have to remember is, for starters, many of the PBC shows already were pay-per-views. The majority of shows that they were putting out throughout the calendar year. So if you're entering into an Amazon deal that is primarily just pay-per-views, that means that high priority guys are gonna stay active on those pay-per-views, and then they're gonna cram the undercards. You know what I mean? They're gonna put as many fights as they can. But if you want job security and you want fight dates, yeah, you need to go somewhere else, fam. You do. Because you're just gonna be an undercard fighter if you stay on that path. You're gonna get lost in the undercard. You're gonna get buried somewhere in there, bro. That's the reality of the shit. So you should go to Golden Boy. You should go to Matchroom. You should go to Top Rank if you want to work. Now the
Bro,
problem is some
PBC
people
has no
don't.
prospects.
Frank Martin.
Caramel Moten.
Prospect 30.
Caramel Morton. Motherfucker really said they using my name for clout. Y'all seen that shit on Twitter?
Who you talking about?
Colonel.
You
He's
guys
using
do
whose
understand
name?
that literally 90% of people unboxing have no clue who that
I've
dude
seen him
is.
using Inoue's name for clout.
Bro, he looked like Javante with Down syndrome. Look like
I'm
Javante.
dead. I'm
Javante
dead.
Man.
looks like
Dead.
Javante looks like Javante with Down syndrome. What
He
are you
looked like a
talking about?
fruitier Javante,
He
which
looked
is
like
fancy
Bizarro
because Javante
Javante.
already fruity.
He looked like Bizarro Javante, like the Family Dollar Javante. No frills.
What is he speaking in clear and concise sentences? Like what?
No, you know, like when you go to Aldi and they don't got the real Captain Crunch. They got
Hey,
like
nobody can't.
Lieutenant
Hey, for
Lieutenant
real?
Crunch or some shit.
For
So
real?
you have to get like the bag version of it, the off brand,
Yeah, like it don't even come in the box, bro. It's
It
just a
comes in the
bag.
bag.
the
Yo,
bag
the
version
bag
of it,
cereal. Bag
The,
cereal is
God.
crazy.
word,
value
like they
brand
ain't
bag
put
I'm not
cereal,
gonna lie, the bag
Javante
cereal,
Davis.
it do be lasting longer though. Let's keep
it
it a
do,
minute.
but shit, is that shit even food, bro? That shit could be gym sweepings
I
with
mean,
sugar in it.
What
Just mixed
exactly
it.
are gym sweepings? Please describe.
Bro, that's when you grind down the gym mats in the mulch and then you add the sugar and the food coloring.
That's
Then you
it.
you microwave it so it can have the crunchiness and then bing, Captain
bro,
Crunch.
if you didn't explain that, nobody else would know.
I'm trying to tell you, I'm trying to save you. Listen,
Thank you
bro,
for educating me.
I don't even know how do you say his fucking
Caramel
name?
mocha. Just say caramel
Kermit the
mocha.
Frog.
Caramel mocha.
Caramel Mocha on his
Caramel Mocha.
Twitter. He said people using my name for clout. And I'm like, bro,
Jesus
what the
Christ,
fuck are
bro.
you talking
He
about,
just
bro?
like
Well, he's just
What
staying with the
clout do you
montage.
have?
He's staying with the montage of being completely fucking out of touch and being on the PBC banner.
Bro, it's
So
because Floyd be playing with his booty hole. He thinks he's special now.
That's
hey
exactly
yo.
what that shit is. He be punching him right in his brown eye like it's a
Nah, bro,
cobra
yo,
bag.
I'm not gonna lie. As the fight comes closer, call me crazy. I'm leaning more and more towards Andre, bro.
I don't blame
I
you,
just,
bro. That's what
I
the
honestly,
rumor mill is spinning that, bro. It's definitely
yo,
spinning that.
you know what it is, but also it's just this year. You know how 2021 was like the year of the upsets.
Yeah,
This year is like the year of exposing all the frauds.
that's true.
I think David,
Would be, bro. That would be a fucking disaster for them, bro.
The
I
problem,
wanted Canelo to do it though, cause it'd be funnier.
Michael, the problem is that Boo Boo is also a fraud. So
Yeah, that doesn't
I
help
don't
it.
know necessarily if he's a fraud.
Is
There were
Caramel mutant?
there were some
I thought
times he fucked
Mutant.
himself over, but there were some times he was fucked over at the same time as well.
is
So
Caramel mutant. I thought it was Morton or
let's
I
act
don't
like
know.
what does David do better than Andre?
Honestly, nothing. He's just
Nothing.
he gains weight
nothing.
better. He does
He,
cocaine better.
he does do a
he
lot of
loses weight
cocaine.
better.
Yeah, that too. Cuts a lot of weight. But listen, man. All right. The kid was like they're using his name for clout, and I was like, oh my god, already,
How?
already.
After one
Already.
fight?
Who's
After one
using your
fight?
name? Who's using your name for clout, bro?
Who
Who?
called him out? Who called him out? Did
I don't
anybody
even
call him
know
out?
because Y'all was literally calling out Lee Wood after his fight, and I know I don't even think Lee Wood knows who you are, bro.
That's crazy. Yo, y'all,
He probably
y'all
thinks
see
he was that guy on his knees in front of Mayweather.
I don't know. These motherfuckers think they got clout. Everybody thinks they have clout, bro. That shit
It
is so
also
sickening.
But in all reality, bro, you boxers are really not known, bro. None other than us, because we're degenerates. Nobody fucking knows
Exactly,
you.
bro.
Nobody
that's
on
what I
the
was just gonna
street.
ask.
Motherfucker, yeah, like you say Kermel Moten's name at Aldi, you get $5 off a gallon of milk. Like clout. What the fuck are you
I'm
talking about,
I
bro?
mean
What
dead
clout you
serious.
got?
Dead
you
serious.
get $10 off baby formula.
For real? Like fucking
What
clout.
percentage
That's
of
little
boxing
Simicrack
fans
baby.
what percentage of boxing fans actually knows who that guy is? I mean, in
You know
all
that I don't even
seriousness.
think boxing fans know him. Like, bro,
That's
you
what I'm
think they
saying.
sit? You think boxing fans south of the border, or in Japan, or in the UK, is Kermel who?
Dude, they
Colonel?
said the same.
No,
Much of those people said the same about Tank Davis. I mean, being the face
they
of
don't know
boxing,
him.
how many
Okay,
people south of the border or in Japan, the Far East, knows what a Tank Davis is? In all
They
seriousness,
don't. They
Bro, that shit
no,
don't.
they
sounds like
don't.
a T-shirt brand. You got your
Bro,
new
Let me
Tank
put this
Davis?
in
Yeah, I got
it's
my
perspective.
new
still
shit.
it's still
Let,
Canelo, but
let me
yo,
put
I
this in
just went.
perspective. Let me put this in perspective. There are people who know more about professional snooker players than there are American pro boxers. So
Bro,
I don't know what he's talking about with clout.
there's people that know more about darts, like the little blonde lady that's real good with the darts, that are way more well known than some of these motherfuckers. So I'm like, clout. What clout do you think
Mhm.
you have, bro? Like
If
what?
you if
Bro,
you
Bro,
walked
it's
in,
America's
because they get a
making the
few
slap.
thousand followers on Instagram and they think they're famous all of a sudden.
Y'all
That's
know
what it
that
is. Like,
that
Julius,
eh, eh,
sport.
are you talking about the Floyd Mayweather kid?
yeah, the
yeah,
kid the kid who just fought, the kid who's 1-0, the new one.
Camera Mocha.
The guy that just debuted?
Yes.
Literally
yeah.
him, bro. He said they
What
using
cloud?
his name for clout.
What cloud is gonna have? What?
That's the point. You don't know.
Yo, that
Julius
slap
has
fest
what?
sport is even getting big in America. That tells you a lot how America supports shit like this, bro.
Yeah,
That
what
slap
clout?
shit.
What clout do you think? Like, what are you talking about, bro? Like clout?
Like, bro, who
He
are
don't
you,
even know,
bro?
Bro, so
Jules.
Who are you?
Bro, ten
okay,
years ago, no
I'll
one
say
said
it. I'll
clout.
address the elephant in the room.
And
He gets the black community behind him, and now he thinks he's the next
Yeah.
coming all of a
Well,
sudden.
he's
he
not.
doesn't.
But they
He
not.
doesn't
But my
even.
thing is, they not behind. Like, bro, nobody knows who you are, bro.
Yo, bro, you
The
fought
Floyd
one
fanatics
time. Not
do.
only that, you fought after the televised portion, after
You
the
look
main
like
event and everything.
Tank's younger, shorter, uglier little brother, bro. You
He
know who
looks
he
like
look like? Who
he looks
seen
like Tank
Christmas
Stand-in.
Carol? Who seen Christmas Carol? The ugly redhead kid that kept fucking with Ralphie.
The
He
bully,
looked
Yeah,
the
he
bully.
looked like Carmel. That's how
That's
Like
fucked.
you look just like him, bro.
Uh,
Shoot your eye
Oh,
out.
damn.
You shoot your eye out. He literally looked like that dude.
He's gonna
Freckles and all
cry.
of
He's
that.
gonna cry.
He's gonna cry. He literally looks like. I'm like,
The
man,
one
get the
Ralphie
fuck
ends
out.
up beating the shit out of?
Yeah, Ralphie do.
yeah.
I ain't good.
Bro,
Ralphie
so
Ralphie
you
fucked
did
think
the
Ralphie
shit out of
whipped
him,
his
bro.
ass,
that there's
man.
Tank Davis knockoff?
Yeah,
Ralphie
like
fucked his ass up.
bro, he's a knockoff. He's a knockoff Davis, bro. He's like a Family Dollar Davis, bro.
That's even worse. I don't
He's
even know
like
what
Like
a
that
a
is,
Family
bro.
Dollar
he,
Davis, bro.
he's
I
like
feel
the
That's a
like
flea market
stand-in.
Davis.
He's a movie stand-in version.
Yeah, he's an extra, like a Law and Order extra. He's like an extra, bro. Like,
We're not worried about you, bro. Chill.
and the shit is crazy, man. The shit is crazy. Like, whatever, Floyd. Seriously, whatever, bro. Just whatever, bro.
I mean, as much as some of these guys think they're so important, if you walked into an open air mall tomorrow and yelled
They
the
wouldn't
word
know.
Tank Davis, how many people would turn around and be like, "I know what you're talking about"?
They
I don't think
don't,
a lot.
bro.
I
they'd
don't
probably
No.
be
think a
worried he
lot.
has an actual tank.
Javante will sooner be the face of domestic violence in the face of boxing, bro.
For real,
Yep.
B.
Promise you that, bro.
Even
For
a
real.
person at work, I asked her, hey, like she even agreed with me that Floyd wasn't, and she doesn't even watch boxing like that, but she said that Floyd isn't the greatest boxer of all time. I asked her, what do you think about Tank Davis? Who? Who's that?
Exactly.
Saying
Exactly.
that motherfucker swear
High
he know,
school.
like, bro, you probably know in Baltimore. Probably, yeah, over there, but like you not nah, fam, your name who the fuck?
Who the fuck is you, bro? Is he?
There's
Let me
always
guess.
somebody
He's
doing
from
something.
where Tank Davis is from? Boston. or
No,
Baltimore.
he from Baltimore. He from
Baltimore.
but he resides in what is it, ATL, right? He resides in ATL, I think it is.
I'm not sure.
Who,
Somewhere
Cameron.
around
Tank?
there, bro.
Yeah,
I
they
thought he
probably got
Yeah,
the
lived in
same
Florida.
mother,
I
same
think he lived in
father, bro.
Florida.
in Florida.
I think he was in Florida.
Things from
He,
Florida.
he claims Baltimore. He lives in Florida.
What is that?
Shout out to Mr. Calderon. Kermit the Frog keeps clout chick. That's what I'm saying. After the
Lee
fight,
Wood.
for those that didn't see it, because he fought after Canelo versus Charlo. His fight was
You,
literally after that when
yeah,
everybody left.
the people who were cleaning up the stadium watched them fight.
Literally, not even
Literally.
playing.
He's calling out Lee Wood, bro.
He called out Lee Wood right after the fight.
God.
I'm
Are you
like, how
serious?
are you being like y'all see this? And I'm gonna say this why motherfuckers don't respect your BI. Y'all do business like some dumbass little kids. Like, 12-year-olds that they just say shit to be saying shit.
In the
That's
classroom.
that's how like, bro, you literally just debuted as a pro. You're gonna fight fucking Lee Wood. Okay, let's put it this way. If you really want Lee Wood, you gotta go to Nottingham, right? Because he draws more where he lives than you do. So if you really about that life, go get him, Tiger.
Where's your fan base
Well,
at?
Jules, I don't understand how you are confused by this. Don't you see the appeal of calling out somebody who couldn't identify you out of a lineup? Like, that's just 101.
Let me stop
Dude,
everything. Let me stop
Jules,
everything
that
because
guy
Kermel's calling
couldn't.
me out.
That guy couldn't even draw a sketch, man. I mean, come on.
Saying Kermel,
Goddamn, country.
little Kermel's calling me out. I got to stop what I'm doing because Floyd's
How
new
old is
hype
he?
job is calling me out.
How old is that kid?
That kid is like 12, bro. Not for. Let me stop playing. He's like 18 or some shit.
I think he's
17. He's
17. I think
17,
he's
actually.
17. Yeah.
17.
Whatever.
Does he have a
17,
driver's
12.
license at least?
He still hasn't passed puberty.
Bro. I'm saying like he's just trying to duplicate. You can see that Floyd is just trying to fill the void
Yeah,
left
but
behind by
it's Floyd. It's
Javante.
Floyd probably telling him to say this shit as well too.
No, yeah, I
Floyd
know
doesn't
it
say
is.
that
I
he's
know it
smart,
is.
bro.
It's just corny because you're brainwashing them. You're brainwashing them. Listen, that's not how you came through, Floyd. You came through by doing the job. And it's like the fighters that you groom, it's like you don't want to put them through that, but that's how you got big, bro. By doing the job, by becoming the best fighter, the best version of yourself. That's what you started out doing. You was fighting Gennaro Hernandez at only 17-0. Gennaro was 38-1. Only ever got beat by Oscar at the time, WBC
Floyd is just
champion.
insecure. He doesn't want anybody to come
Bro,
near
he
his
doesn't let his
greatness.
fighters talk, bro.
He
And
doesn't. That's what I'm. That he don't
you
let him
remember
do
Tank's-
nothing, bro.
And then
He
he
hold
starts to talk about him.
in.
Then he starts to
Tank,
talk about
bro.
himself.
I don't even remember Tank's conferences. Like, I don't even remember him even speaking
Bro,
a
if
word. It's
Badu
all
Jack's
Floyd.
press conference for the DeGale fight, all this dude really sat there and did was talk about himself. He didn't even talk about the fight. Remember when DeGale was going to unify with Jack right before when they had their fight? Floyd sat there just talking about himself, bro. The whole press conference.
Who's the greatest of all time? Me.
I'm
Like,
telling you,
bro,
I think
like-
they were really
Don't
gonna
dig, I
do
think
that
he
Mikey
would,
Garcia
bro.
fight up until they heard everybody talking shit about it.
If
Because
Floyd,
nobody gonna buy that dumb shit, bro.
no one is.
Fucking Floyd.
Didn't they
Like,
call out
really,
Inoue?
fam? And then in December, when people are buying gifts, are you out of your fucking mind?
Oh, yo, they moved them. Devin moved them off the date.
That's
They
what
moved the
people
date.
saying. I'm saying that's one way to look at it. The way I look at it, I'm gonna say this. I understand why some people look at it that way, but that's not how I look at it. What I think happened is, what are we gonna waste content on Showtime for? We need to give that to Amazon. We need to give that to them. So we're not gonna waste that on
Do we
Showtime.
even know if they're getting Amazon?
That the rumor is they are.
Paramount? What about Paramount?
Okay, wait.
No. I haven't. I'm just gonna tell you what I know and what I don't. I ain't heard nothing about Paramount, and also it wouldn't make sense for Paramount to take them because Paramount are the ones who are cutting them. Paramount is the ones who's cutting them. It came from Paramount that if your viewership is below this 10% margin of the overall subscribers, we're gonna cut you. It came from Paramount down to Showtime. Paramount calls the shots. And the reason they're off is because of Paramount.
Mm-hmm.
For those who thought they were gonna go over there.
I'm glad,
so
bro.
Is Amazon giving them a budget or the
No,
distribution?
no, bro, just distribution. The rumor
Okay, well
didn't
then it's not
change.
gonna work. Nothing's gonna change. It's not gonna work out.
What you're and if the thing is, if the year comes and he doesn't get a broadcaster to give him a budget, what's gonna start happening is fighters are gonna go away. They're gonna have to. What they'll do, like let's say, okay, you get the Amazon distribution deal, so you're doing about maybe 5 pay-per-views annually, 5 to 6, maybe even 7, with Amazon as the distributor. What you're going to try to do is you're going to load up those undercards as much as you can. So you might be looking like at a 4-hour, 5-hour show full of PBC fighters, right? Right? But even that may not be enough to accommodate everyone throughout the year. So fighters are going to start floating away. Like, yo, I can't wait this long to get a fight, B. And the other thing is, I ain't even trying to get buried on an undercard. 16 fights on the undercard. This shit looking like a CD, B. 16, 15 fights on this bitch. I'm gonna get lost in this shit, buried on this undercard.
Bro,
So
can I
you'll
be honest, Jules? I'm starting to feel like less and less bad for these fighters who just sit on the shelf, not doing anything, letting
We
these
shouldn't.
people ruin their
We
career.
shouldn't feel bad
I'm
for them.
tired of it, bro. Cause like yo, get a
Well,
fucking better
Michael,
manager or do something, bro.
Michael, some of them may
Do
not have
something.
a choice. Like they signed a contract where they were promised gonna be all these fights for all this money, and then the promoter doesn't deliver, and they're trapped in the contract. They can't do
But as
shit.
you
They
can
can't
see,
afford a
you
lawyer to
can
get out of it.
leave. As you can see, you can leave. Fulton did it. Fucking what was it? Danny Jacobs did it. Better Beef did it. You can
the
leave. You
shit
just have to
is look,
fucking
bro.
try.
The shit is that look. Somebody said it earlier. I think it was Real. It was either Real or Caesar that said it. That yeah, sometimes the guys is just dumb though. Like quiet as kept. Like yeah, they fight. They you know they might not
They're fake
understand.
retarded, bro.
They might really not understand. They're like yo, you got to get the fuck away from there, bro. Like you got to get away from there, bro. Like it's not rocking over there. It's not. Ain't no job security
They
over there,
they
bro.
they must be because look how many inactive people they have, bro.
I'm saying y'all just because the whole and you know we have this conversation a million times a day that everything is predicated on the success of a fighter that is now retired. And since he retired, who was the next Mayweather? Who? Who? He ain't make another one. And I'm sure if he could have, he would have, so he could keep making big money. It's all predicated on an era that is now over. Y'all still believe in shit this guy said. Look, Andre Berto tweeted that shit over 3 weeks ago, I think it was. Oh, Al Heyman is the man. Stay tuned. Well, what's the big news, B? Distribution deal? Big distribution deal on Amazon. And it's supposed to be a big deal because it's a big platform, right? Like you think people are stupid. Real ones could see through that shit. They're like, bro, a distribution deal is basically what you already had with Fight. They'll distribute your pay-per-views on their platform. Now, granted that the advantage would be, if there were an advantage, that Amazon is a very big platform to sell a lot. You know, you got a lot of people you can sell that to. But I'm telling you that most of them ain't buying because people don't go to Amazon for boxing.
For sports and
they don't go there for that. They would sooner go to YouTube for football than they would go to Amazon for boxing.
I didn't even know Amazon even had any sports
bars
in general, bro.
Trying to tell you, like it's not a good move. It's not a good look. So what'll start to happen is you'll see fighters little by little, the ones who can, the ones who have enough autonomy to say, yo, I'm not feeling this. I got to get out of here. They're going to start to float away. And maybe they'll pop up at Top Rank, or maybe they'll pop up at Golden Boy, Matchroom. Go where the fight dates are. Because you can't be sitting around waiting for Al to sort it out. Oh, you're probably
like
going to be
said, Jules, a lot of those fighters, even just going over to Matchroom, that'll make headlines.
Yeah, just that by itself will invigorate their careers. Oh shit, so and so went to Matchroom. Look, Richardson Richards, right? God bless him, right? Whether you like his style or not, right? At the end of the day, how do you know that he made the right move? Because you didn't even hear about this man when he was with Mayweather Promotion. You literally didn't hear about him.
I didn't hear about him until he joined Eddie. Swear to God.
Now, at least you hear about him. At least he's being talked about. At least these fighting words. Before, when he was with them, bro, that dude might as well not have existed because they didn't have him doing nothing. So, you know what I mean?
How does Al Heyman get fired? That's what I want to know. Why won't they fire this motherfucker, bro?
Bro, because it's his shit. And he he structures this thing in a way where he has power over you that you don't even realize that he has.
Like Vince McMahon in
On,
WWE.
shit, exactly. Shit
Shit.
like
Hey,
that. Like,
My bad.
just ask Adrian Broner. That's a perfect example.
Sheesh. I should not have asked that question.
that's in a nutshell. So it's like whoever has the autonomy to see what their options are and go somewhere else. If he doesn't get a legitimate broadcast partner, that's what you'll start to see, because everybody has bills to pay, everybody has mouths to feed, and sooner or later you're going to need some job security, bro. You are.
I just wish more fighters would be like Shaquille Foster. God, what a bright spot that was on a shit day.
That was a great fucking
And
fucking
nobody
fight.
even knows about that fight, bro. Nobody knows
That was a
about that
great
fight.
fucking fight.
Nobody
It was
knows
a great.
about it.
And that's
No,
what's
but
sad, bro.
because
The
it
state of
happened in the
boxing, man.
because it happened in the shadow of the circus. You know, the circus even now is hogging up all the headlines. Admittedly, I'm guilty of it too, because it's good for my metrics, it's good for my pocket to trash Tyson Fury. So I've been doing that all week, and I'm gonna keep doing it because I enjoy it. But
Good, he
it, you know,
deserves
it happened in the shadow of the circus. So
Yeah, only the hardcores have been mainly talking about it, not a lot of the casuals at all. They don't know nothing about it, and they missed one of the best rounds of the whole year.
literally, bro, round 11, round
It's
of the
probably
fucking
fight
year.
of the year so far.
Hands
One
down,
of the best
top
comebacks of the
round
year.
of the year was round 11, man. Hands down, top
Well,
round
also
of the year.
don't forget that also Warrington versus Wood, that was pretty good too, bro.
That's
The way he
comeback of
turned.
the year. That's comeback of the year.
That's a good point. Yeah, because that was a comeback. He rallied back. That's true. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is, man. That's just how. That's the stupidity of boxing. That boxing has a way of shooting itself in the foot, because when you think about it, that was a legitimate WBC title fight that was happening south of the border in Mexico, where the WBC is based out of. But where is Mauricio? At the circus fight.
Of course he's there.
The circus fight, bro.
He's there looking there, sucking dick.
Sucking dick. Look.
Yo, I hate this guy, bro. I hate him. Like
I can't stand
They
that
make more money off of
motherfucker, bro.
circus fights at this point.
I can't
Hey.
stand him, bro.
Eso es lo
No,
que.
Mauricio
Yo, él
reminds me of those
él
dudes who
está
wanna
ahí
just
mamando
be down.
huevo. You know why, Cesar? Él está ahí mamando huevo because what he wants is sanctioning fees from Francis. If you hear him talking about, yo, we want to give Francis a rank. No, you want in on his fights. So that when he fights and he makes 8 million or whatever, you get 3% of the 8
He's
million.
trying to get in on that.
Le van a
It's all
chupar la
it is.
sangre. La sangre. La van a
That's what
chupar.
it is. Like, bro, Francis doesn't need you to fight for the title, or what. Let's put it another way. Francis doesn't need you to fight Tyson Fury because he just fought him without you. He just fought him. He doesn't
That
need a
nigga
rank.
Mauricio trying to get that nigga Ngannou to check in.
That's what it is. He's trying to get him to kiss the rings, B.
Jules, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, the WBC and Mauricio is a legitimate organization. Have you seen his hats?
Listen, bro. That's why he knew he is the ultimate gangster. They tried to present him with a WBC diamond. He said, no.
No.
That was 3 years ago. I don't want
That's
that
funny
shit.
as
I don't
fuck.
want that shit. Because he knew, bro, that's one of the only times I've seen a fighter do that. They're like, nah, I don't want that shit.
In a way, does whatever the fuck he wants. He really doesn't even need the belts.
But he know what? No, because he knew what the grift was. Why would I accept the WBC diamond unless that's the real one? I don't need that because you're gonna charge me for that. If I take that bullshit, you're gonna charge me 3% for that bullshit, and that's not even a real
These
one.
guys are professional con
"Fuck
artists,
no."
bro. They're con artists more than a sanctioning body.
The
Scam
best
artist.
the best part, Jules, is that anyone was like, I don't want the diamond. I'll take the hat though. I'll take the hat.
Yeah,
The
I'll
hat's
take the
kinda
hat
cool.
and the t-shirt. I'll take the t-shirt, but fuck that shit. Because look,
Hey,
like I said, I know a fight. I ain't gonna say nothing. I'll just say that one sanctioning body, I'm not exaggerating, $16,000 out the purse.
Hijo de chingao.
$16,000 out
It's
the
got to be a
purse.
WBA.
Man, that's the whole car right there, bro.
That could be any of them, to be perfectly honest with you.
That's a car
Seems
rent.
like
That's a lot of fucking money,
That's probably
bro.
the WBA.
It's a lot of fucking money.
WBA or WBC for sure.
It's
I ain't even
WBA.
gonna say nothing.
Give us a hint. Give us a hint.
That's
Give
ridiculous.
no hints, bro.
Not
Give us
to
the
change the
shit.
subject,
Just wanna
but
see.
I got a question for you guys. Got a question for you.
Good.
Did you see that tweet that Calix left? He just tweeted something. He had like a little video where he's basically saying that like a large amount of boxers. He broke down the metrics of how many boxers are inactive and basically why the sport is dying.
Mhm.
If you have a chance, go look at the tweet because he breaks it down like the top 100 ESPN fighters, and it basically shows like how inactive a majority of them are. It's better explained by him, but I encourage everybody to go look at that tweet.
Okay,
It,
let me break it down as simple as I can. I'll break it down as simple as I can. Some of the inactivity is due to what the fighters want to be paid to fight. And because there are a lot of fighters in this generation that don't want to go backwards on the money for activity, they choose, some of them, not all of them, but some of them, you're choosing to only fight 2 times a year. You don't want to be more active.
Example, Bivol.
No,
But
verdad.
he was saying that not only like the bigger names, but even a lot of the prospects. I think the average fighter is fighting 1.2 fights on average a year, and that also included prospects. They have only 4 guys in the top 100 that fought more than 3 times this whole entire year.
I'll tell
Well, that's
you
the
this.
Floyd shit all over again because
Dude, it's
like
pathetic. It's why
I'll tell you this.
honestly why it's dying, why the sport's dying.
I'll tell you this that I think they're going to straighten up and fly right next year, and a lot of fighters and their managers, they're going to be inconvenienced, but there's going to be belt tightening next year to reset the market because it needs to happen.
It
Like
needs to happen.
like you think you supposed to just get a good like nah, fam, you not good for that. You not good for that, and you think that where you are right now, fighting 2 times a year. Bro, you not gonna get famous doing that. What are you not understanding? You never gonna get to the big money the way you doing shit.
Once or
So
twice.
Bro, even at the height of their careers, the guys in the 80s and stuff, like Mike Tyson was fighting like 4 or 5 times a year.
more
Bro.
popular fighters that were far more popular than these guys are now were fighting on a regular basis.
Julio Cesar was
It's-
fighting like 8 times, 16 times.
Oscar, 5 times in 1995. He was already a cash cow. He fought 5
5
times
fucking
that year,
times,
bro.
The most we get from these fucking boxers right now, what? Twice?
Twice if we're
And
lucky, bro.
and
Twice if we're
and look at
lucky.
Canelo. Canelo's a cash cow, and he still
4
makes it
times
a
a
point
year
to be
for
active
Canelo.
because that's how you
Yeah,
get
they get mad
famous.
at Canelo because he fought 4 times
You
in
get
1
you
year.
get you get your name out there, bro. That's what
They
Canelo's
think
doing.
They don't want to do that.
they think that two fights in one. That's nah, bro. That's it. Got to be at least 3, bro. One at the beginning,
Not
one in the
even
middle,
3,
one in
Jules.
the no. You
Shit.
know why I say 3? Because I understand that it's expensive. I understand. So you got to try to manage it. It's not
Nah,
always.
it's only expensive if the fighter wants a lot of money.
Well, they're
You just gotta
making more bacon, bro.
humble these fighters,
Yeah.
bro. Look what Eddie's doing. Exactly what Eddie says. I hope he sticks to it. But
I
it's
think
like,
he's
yo,
gonna.
like
I
listen,
think he's gonna.
listen,
I
listen.
think he's gonna stick to it.
If you
Like
want a lot of money, get go get it somewhere else. And
for real.
honestly,
It's funny.
he should have treated Devin that way. I'm not gonna lie. This fight
Michael,
shouldn't be
Michael.
pay-per-view. I'm gonna
Michael,
buy it
isn't it
because
funny? Isn't it funny how UFC and boxing have the opposite problem? In UFC, they're kind of underpaying fighters with 50 grand nonsense purses. But in boxing, they're paying you like $5 million to fight ham and eggers. Like, what the
But
fuck?
let's say this also. We can say this. The reason that the UFC works is because it's so much smaller than boxing,
I
bro.
think they give.
People
My bad.
wait. Let me say this. People don't realize how like yes, it seems big because of the branding. In reality, it's a lot smaller. There are less fighters you're dealing with than boxing, which is global. So it's harder to satisfy what everybody wants. Like,
Global. Mhm.
what does Dana have? A roster of about 200. Oh, well, that's a matchroom roster. Basically, it's a
Yep.
matchroom
Yeah,
roster.
they got like 20, 30 people a division.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's a
Yeah.
matchroom roster. Now add on a top rank, add on a golden boy, add on a PBC,
Matchroom.
add on a Queensbury, add on a boxer, add on a DeBella. Boxing is way bigger than that. That's why no one person can control all of it. No one person
Nobody.
can. So Dana, when you have all the contracts on all the fighters, yes, you had cheese, but that's because your outfit is a smaller outfit than all of boxing. Boxing is too big for that.
Jules,
You
whenever
got
you
you.
have a moment, I got a question. I don't want you to get off subject, but when you have the time, I want you to give me your opinion about a guy named Lloyd Honeyghan. I don't know a lot about him, but I was reading a lot of like boxing history. I'm not trying to get you off the subject. I like the subject, but when you get a moment, do you know much about that guy? He's a former welterweight.
I know his
Undisputed.
name. I know
Okay.
I know his name. I know the name Lloyd Hunnigan. I'll look him up. I'll read a little bit. I
No,
don't know.
look, he was
He was a good
undisputed.
fighter.
Yeah,
Mm,
undisputed welterweight champion from 86 to 87. I was actually surprised. He actually had the ring as well. Welterweight. He had it twice. So if you get a moment, like read up on the dude. I just want your feedback because I think he's one of those guys that flew way under the radar as a welterweight. I don't know nearly as much about boxing as you do, and less the history. So that's just why I was interested what your
I
opinion was.
forgot who he lost to though, man. He lost to somebody.
He
Hey,
lost a
Jules.
couple dudes. So his big fights is he fought against Marlon Starling and lost. He lost to Mark Breland. That was probably one of the bigger losses. And a guy named Jorge Vaca. He lost to him. He beat him once and lost to him once.
mm.
Those were and Vinny Paz, if you remember him. He lost to Vinny Paz late in his career as well.
The thing is about
That's a blast in the
UFC is
past.
that they give UFC fans what they want to see.
Yes,
Yeah.
Sadly,
but
other than
because they
boxing.
can. Because see,
hmm
it's apples to oranges because you literally have one guy who has all the contracts. So there's never gonna be a platform issue, bro. There's never
Right.
gonna be a promote this. That's not gonna
That's
happen.
the
One
thing.
guy
They
Yep.
don't have
has
the
all
same
the
kind of politics
contracts.
over there.
Shit. Too
Nah,
many
but
politics.
I don't even believe in the platform issue because like if you sit down, you can make a deal no matter what. It's up to
That
the
is
fighters
true.
if they want to fight, bro. We gotta
They're
stop using
greedy. They're greedy, bro.
using the
Boxers.
That
TV
is true.
network.
There's a lot of greed too. Porque ponlo tú la pendeja de José Ramírez con este tipo with Regis Prograis. Like, bro, they they ordered the fight, bro, and you trying to dictate the purse to the fucking champion. And when you couldn't dictate the purse to the champion, oh, I don't want to fight. Now look, the dude ain't fought. The dude ain't fought. That's another one that's flying under the radar. That earlier this year, the WBC ordered Regis Prograis versus Jose Ramirez. Jose starts up with his fucking shit again. Oh, yeah. All right, now look, motherfucker, you ain't fought.
Mm.
You ain't fought.
Now look, he's been inactive. All right, bro, just stay
Prime
inactive, bro.
example.
Stay
Honestly,
inactive, bro.
to
Fuck
be
it.
honest,
Exactly, Michael. Stay inactive,
stay
bro. Fuck
inactive.
it.
Go
That'll
away.
help you out. That'll help you out. Go
Yeah.
ahead. Don't fight.
But
Don't fight.
Yo,
I think
Jules.
Top Rank's just gonna
Then
give him to Teal.
don't let the
To be honest
boxing
with you,
world even know what the fuck is
they'll,
your last
they'll
name
give
at
him to
this
Teal
point.
for Heisman night. They have time to do that.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
think.
It's shit like
Oh no,
that.
they don't have time. Never mind.
It's shit like, and then you see Arnold Barboza. Oh, your Rick Merrigan. He manages the both of them. Yo, Brody, to make an omelet, you got to crack a couple of eggs. You got two guys that ain't doing
Shit.
shit.
Mierda.
They ain't doing shit, bro. One of them is undefeated
And I asked Rick Marion that, and he
That's how
blocked me
they
on
are
Twitter.
undefeated because they're inactive.
because they're inactive. Like
I
this,
asked him. I asked him, Rick, why can't you just make these two guys fight? Like, what
he
are you
don't
doing?
want
They're
to.
not doing anything. Like, you need to manage these
Yeah,
guys better.
that's
Better
not.
they,
And then you know what he did? He blocked me.
bro, and this is the crazy shit. The like better they don't fight. Better neither guy gets a purse than them fight.
Bro, Barbosa's been pro for a decade, bro. For a decade, you've done
Let's have
nothing.
Tank fight a bunch of Rollies for the rest of his career, and
Fuck
then
it.
let's see if he's gonna be noticeable in the boxing world as a Hall of Famer and shit. We'll see
That's
about
where
that.
it's at. That's another one that kind of flies low on the radar. You got one guy managing two fighters, and neither fighter has been all that active this year. Now bear in mind that it's not because of a scarcity. If you wanted to fight, there are lots of people out there to fight, and there are lots of people that would fight you, but because of the risk reward, and because of the side of the street, and because of this, and because of that,
That-
and you start to see that, Brody, if you're not fighting,
Mhm.
honestly, it's because you don't want to.
You don't fucking
Because you don't
want
want
to.
to. You just don't
You're a
want it bad
bitch.
enough.
You're a
It's that's
fucking
so
bitch.
because there's people out there, they're available, bro. There are
Bro,
people out there
even
that would like to fight you.
this is why I don't like Shakur Stevenson when he got asked, "Yo, why don't you want to fight Tank?" Nah, bro, he's busy, bro. He's busy. What kind of shit is that?
I'm not gonna get mad at him over that. Is Tank trying to fight him?
That's true.
He's not sending him any contracts, right?
Yeah, Tank has to send him a contract.
Tank is the one who has to send a
He has
contract,
to,
bro.
yeah, he's the A side. So I'm saying Shakur at least like, bro, if he wants to fight, I'll take it. He just has to send me
Because
the stuff.
the shit is with Tank. I like how Shakur responds when it comes to Tank. I've seen the interviews, and what he said is true. Look, he's the big pay-per-view star. He's the A side, so it's on him. It's not on me. I cannot send him a contract. Yeah, you're right. You can't. So if Tank is not sending you a contract, must be because Tank don't want to fight. What? Because Tank is going to accept the contract from Bob.
I just think he showed a little too much respect to that.
Well,
It's not,
y'all gotta
I don't even think
remember
it's
though.
respect. I think Shakur knows what he's doing at. I'm not gonna trash you because if I trash you, they're gonna say I'm clout chasing, or they're gonna call me a hater. So I'm not gonna trash you. I'm just gonna state the facts. You the big name. You the pay-per-view star. I can't send you a contract. It's true. I can't send you a contract. So if he want to get it on, we could do that. But I can't. It's up to him if he want to fight. That's how you gotta approach it. Because if you say, yo, Tank is a bitch, sucking mad dick, right? Bang.
Right.
Oh, you hating on Tank. Why you hating on Tank? You hating on man, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to do my job. I'm trying to shoot these shits.
So
he
right
don't
now,
want to fight me.
So a guy in Shakur's position, would you go after the big fights or you let the big fights come to you?
No, I mean, well, he's doing what he needs to do, believe it or not. He's doing what he needs to do.
Yeah.
What's happening right now is bigger than just any one thing that he could do. The most you can do, Shakur, is stay active and stay on your game. That's the most you could do because it's not up to you if the Tank fight happens. It's up to Tank. It's up to Tank. It's not up to you. If it was up to you, you would have fought him already. I know that. But it's not up to you. It's up to Tank. And you got to do it in a way. That kid is smart, man. And maybe it's not him. Maybe it's Jay Prince because he's smart. That I ain't even gonna trash you, Tank. I'm gonna kill you with kindness. I'm gonna show respect because if I come out here and I'm like, yo, this dude is a bitch. He don't want no parts of me. Yeah, that ain't gonna get the fight done. And they're gonna accuse me of being a hater. They're gonna say I'm a hater because I'm saying
they're already doing that when he trashes Devin.
Bang. They gonna be like, oh, why you hating? Stop hating. So I'm not gonna say nothing bad about you, bro. I'm gonna just say, look, if he want to fight, I'm in, but it's not up to me. It's up to him because
we got to give credit. I mean, what I will is why watching Devin Haney sometimes about as exciting to watch his paint dry. I mean, the dude does make some pretty decent fights. Well, I mean, for the most part, there's other guys are more.
The majority of his fights, yes,
but overall, I give the dude credit. Like you said before, he went over, he got those belts. You know, you're talking about 6, 8, 12 time zones away, really far away. He gave up all the concessions to go over and fight Kambosos. Credit for that. He's had good. If you think he won or not, he fought Lomo. So I give the dude credit for what he does. If Tank was the guy that he says he was, right? He has all the control, right? He's the one that could put it on. He's the one who could get the best splits. The dude does not want to fight people because he does not want to fight people.
The shit
if
is
he
that
wanted to do
the
it,
shit
he
is
could do it.
You can't keep like eventually it's gonna register with his own supporters and the demo that he aspires to appeal to. That when are we gonna get Tank versus some of these other guys? Because we've been waiting a long time, right? That's gonna happen. That's gonna happen from within. That they're gonna see, like, wait a minute, yo, this dude never fought Lomo.
Well, he's creeping up on 30, bro.
He never fought him,
bro.
Never fought him.
You ain't fought Tio. You ain't fought Loma. You ain't fought
Tank, bro. If you want to like people to remember you, you have to fight the good people. Tank is here now, but like when he retires, no one's gonna remember him.
Nobody. That's exactly what I said, bro.
Bro, he gonna be. You know who he gonna be? He's. Believe it or not, what I see for Tank, only old heads gonna remember. He gonna be like a Memphis Bleak kind of cat. That in the heyday of Rockefeller, yeah, you was popping because it was all good. Kind of like how Tank, you was popping because of Floyd. It was all good. But a couple of years from now, people gonna look back and your shit gonna look dry, B. Yep. It's gonna look because you didn't do nothing. What the fuck did you do, bro?
He's gonna be Chingy in the 2000s. No one's gonna remember.
Yo, he said Chingy, B.
Right
I
here.
like the way you do that right there. Fucking dork. I hated that shit.
That is a good thing. Back in the day, Memphis Bleak was huge back in the Rockefeller days. But as soon as
Mhm.
Jay-Z got on with his shit,
He was
dude, that guy
out.
could not carry a
You know
record
what I'm
by his own.
saying?
Couldn't do
I
shit on his own.
bought Memph debut. Memph Bleak is money. Memph Bleak is money. Hold his hand, colorblind,
Dude,
smoke a
Freeway,
high
that whole
roller.
dude, they were all live.
He was in Rockefeller, and I didn't even know that shit. And I listened to it.
Yeah,
Like,
but that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. It be these guys, these fair weather guys, these seasonal guys, that when the weather's good, oh, it's all good. And that's what Tank is. When the weather was good, and it's all good. But after a while, season gonna change. You coming up on 30, all right? And you are a fucking bozo. So I know you gonna run through whatever money you make. You gonna run through that shit on pure fucking bullshit.
Ooh, I'm dangerous.
You gonna spend that shit on grills and bitches.
After the fucking Ryan fight, like,
So do that dangerous thing again. Whoever did that.
He said, "Ooh, I'm dangerous."
For real.
Only
You know, bro, you know he is gonna fuck off whatever money he make. He is gonna fuck it off on purses and Sherlins, bro.
Purses
and Sherlins, bro.
I need to go
high
back
heels
to the
and
drawing
fur
board.
coats.
Bro,
For
no,
real.
see, ever
That dude is
since
gonna
Rolly
spend that shit
outdid
on
him-
red bottom Balenciagas and all that fruity shit,
Bro,
bro.
y'all notice that ever since like Rolly was outdressing him at the press conferences, he been dressing all fucking flamboyant and shit.
My God,
Pretty boy,
I even
pretty.
going front. Listen, look.
Yo,
I know I
y'all
got
see
in
him?
the
Y'all
fin.
see him?
Wait.
You see him painting his
This,
nails?
huh?
You see
Bro, I
Geraldi?
told you that. How many times I told you that? Yo, a lot of them guys is.
Painting
Look,
the
man, I
fucking
ain't saying.
nails, bro.
Listen, I ain't even saying this shit to be funny or
Bro, they
nothing.
fruity,
A lot of
bro.
them dudes is down low for real. Like
They're
they,
fruity, bro.
You know,
a
you make
lot
a
of them
lot of
dudes.
money being fruity in the fucking industry.
Bro, cause be real. Like, why are you painting your? Like, what is that?
It's
Like, you
a signal,
painting your
man.
nails? Why? Why?
Any
You know
color.
Let
why?
people. It's a signal. Like, yeah, I'm into
You
that
know
life.
why?
That's like a bat signal that punch me in the brown.
Next thing you know,
Pussy.
I'm telling y'all, he's trying to ease his fan base into it, bro.
Hey, next thing you know, bro,
Hey,
you gonna be chilling with Saucy Santana and shit, bro.
God,
I'm
Jules,
trying
remember
to.
the Adam?
That's
Remember
like
the
a
Adam West
bat signal.
Batman?
With MGK,
Remember
That's
the
a
Adam West
signal,
Batman? It's like
bro.
pow, bam, bing,
bam.
punch him
That's
in the
gonna be the
brown.
sound of his brown eye, bro.
Oh,
Hell no.
Shout out to Manny. Jules, any news on the Fury and Ngannou? Nothing yet, bro. Nothing yet. M.A. Bustamante says, saludos ringing panel. Sending some cerveza money. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you. But yeah, like that, like him, like I said that shit about Spence. Like, bro, listen, just on
Spence did that
God, bro.
shit too.
Yo, bro, that dude was hugged. He was look. He
Yo,
was hugged up with a dude blowing kisses in his ear. I'm not exaggerating, bro.
I don't know why. I watched that video.
You do
Nah, I got the
know why,
video,
I'm
bro.
like,
We
yo,
all
bro.
know why,
We all
bro.
know
We
why
know
at this
what.
point, bro. We all know why
Yeah.
at this
You
point.
all know why, bro.
Gotta
Gotta
wake
go
up,
Dubai,
bro.
How the
baby.
fuck that happened? How, fam? What the fuck are y'all doing, bro?
At minimum, he plays for both teams. Like that's the only explanation.
A lot of, and that's why. Look, don't you notice when you argue with a Spence fan, it's like arguing with a broad. Like it don't feel like you arguing with a guy about sports. It feel like leave my man alone. That's
Nah, for real.
the energy, fam.
Nah, no cap.
Leave my man
No cap.
alone. Oh fucking yo, what's
Fruity
that
booty
video?
ass
Listen,
nigga.
I woke up this morning. I think it was shout out to Father of the Year. He posted this video. It's a grown ass man sitting on the couch, night of the fight. My heart you broken. I was like, yo, this is not real. This shit is not
Moist
real,
booty
B.
ass nigga.
My heart you broken. Really, your
Oh,
heart is
yo,
broken.
that guy that
I
called
mean, I'm
into the
hoping it's
boxing
his wallet,
space,
and not his heart. He's
no,
talking
the
about.
guy that called into the boxing voice after the Spence Crawford fight. He was like, Crawford took everything from me.
Ain't no fucking way, nigga. What?
And then Danny was like, yo, go pray or something. Go pray.
Nigga, what?
He said Crawford took everything from me. Everything.
Damn.
Yeah, he did. I remember hearing that, man.
Yo, he
That's
took
fucking
everything from
funny.
you,
I didn't
bro.
know that shit.
He took
Like, if you took a
everything. That was
mortgage out to bet on
Took
the
everything.
Bro, like, you see,
Hey,
like,
hey,
mortgage.
Jules. Hey, Jules, what about that one dude's like, oh man, I ain't been this sick since my grandma died.
Yeah, yo, dog. And like I said,
Nigga, what?
yo, I'm gonna tell you guys, I'm telling you, A lot of these dudes, and I bet country, you heard me say this a million times on all these lives. What they like about Spence don't got nothing to do with boxing.
It
It's
don't.
not don't got nothing to do with boxing. That's not
now,
what that
more
shit is
booty
about,
ass
bro.
niggas.
in Jules, at first I thought it had to do with skin color, but now I think it's because they think he's cute. Like this is the way they're going.
I'm like y'all thought y'all really thought I was like, yeah, that shit was funny, but I'm dead ass. Like, yo, bro, what they like about Spence is not
They
the
really
jab,
wanted
bro.
to punch him in the brown.
It's not the jab or the uppercut, bro. He
Well,
want
not that
them
jab.
Hey, like
they
boxing ego talks
to
about
jab
their
him in the
body.
brown. He wants
Jab him in,
Spence.
there you go. There you go. That's what they want, right?
They want him to keep it
Punch him in
long
And hard.
and hard
and
And
slick
veiny,
with
and
the
bro.
slick,
jab.
slick and
They don't want him
greasy.
getting close to the
turn
body work. They want him to get close up in them guts. Like
Nah, Jules, hey, hey, Jules, you know what it is. A lot
Now
of these
that's
dudes were
gay.
living vicariously through Spence, and that was like their identity. And the minute Spence got
Nah,
destroyed
it
like
ain't
that,
even,
their identity
bro.
got
Listen,
destroyed,
bro.
man.
A lot of these dudes, quiet as kept.
Yo,
Listen to me. A lot of these dudes, quiet as kept. They want to make out with Spence, bro. That's what the shit is.
He's from Texas, bro. He's from
I'm
Texas.
telling you because when you argue with them, it's not like when we debate something where we disagree. It's not like that. That we'll say, well, this, that. It's not no fact shit. It's really some. You better leave my man alone. It's some shit
They
like
really
that.
be
Like,
trying to fight, bro.
you better leave my Spence alone.
Basically, bro, I met so many Spence fans, bro. At work, he was like, man, I don't know about boxing no more. Why? Cause Spence, bro. He's my guy, bro.
What the fuck do you mean,
man?
Wow, man.
Yo, the funny
day,
shit is Spence, they showed a picture, right, of Spence. And he fat right now, right? He's like playing with a dog or something.
He's not.
He's fat.
He's not fat.
No, but you can see that he not. Pardon me, you right. Forgive me. I don't mean fat. I mean fat for a boxer. They're like, all right, clearly you not in camp. Clearly you not doing nothing right now.
But Jules, I told you, from a business aspect, that rematch is not happening, bro.
Bro, I don't disagree with you, bro.
Hey, yo,
I'm just saying that
it's not gonna happen.
Says we're gayer.
I never thought the rematch would happen, bro. Because
bro, that's how you know he is. Bro, that's how you know he is Spence fan. That's how you know that's all you had to say, bro. All right, Vernon. I know you fuck with
What did he say? I didn't hear him. What did he say?
You trying to say we gay for calling Spence fans gay?
Y'all
dude,
gayer.
The dude's kissing men on camera.
Is it because we're not from Texas?
You know what I'm saying? Like he getting mad. Yo, whenever you bring up Arrow, you gonna hit a nerve because the shit is what. Let me tell y'all, this was the dead giveaway, right? I done lived through eras of boxing where the boxers really gave you something to root for, something that there's a reason that you a fan. Like if you a fan of Roy, even if you a fan of Floyd, or if you a fan of Manny, you talking about really exciting fighters, lots of momentum, lots of star power. Spence was never none of those things. Think about it. The last 5 years, this man barely fought. What the fuck is y'all so high on? The man barely fought in the last 5 years. So if you a fan of him, it really ain't because of no boxing shit. Because that dude wasn't even fighting like that the last 5 years.
Going through life and death through
Danny
Sean Porter.
Phantasmo says the fact that he said y'all gay are not denying that he's gay.
Bro, that dude just want to make out with Spence, bro. That's all that shit is. You could tell, like, fam, think about this, all right? The dude only fought once in 2020. Didn't fight at all in 2021. Only fought once in 2022. Only fought once this year. That's 4 fights in 4 years? How are you so high on him? What are you high? You don't fight like that, man.
If he's supposed to be an exciting fighter, why couldn't he stop Mikey Garcia? You know?
I'm just saying that it's clear. It became clear to me quick. They're like, yo, yeah, the shit y'all like about that dude can't be no boxing shit because he don't even be fighting like that. So how the fuck you that high?
Jules, I got a better question about that video though. You saw he's bigger, right? Did you see when he tried to lean over to like take the photo, his equilibrium is off, dude. He couldn't even lean over without
Bro,
almost falling
I told
down.
you, Terrence changed that motherfucking life with
Go
that
back and
ass.
watch
Terrence
that
Crawford.
video again. The dude could not even lean over. He looked like he already had a six pack in him
Bro,
just
I'm
by
trying to
leaning
tell you
over.
that dude is finito. Like, I don't think Errol
Yeah.
has
He's
anything
got
I don't
else.
think he comes back, bro.
I think he's,
I
to
don't think
me,
so.
I
Same
think
with
he
Tim.
cooked, bro. To me, he's cooked. Like, bro, no. If they put you in there with Tim Kazoo, never mind, Terrence. If they put you in there with Tim Kazoo, that motherfucker will put you in the hospital,
You
bro.
going to the hospital
Tim
for
too?
sure,
Going to the
bro.
hospital,
Oh,
bro.
oh, he
That's
will
not
make him
even
look like
cat. Like
Cause Tim don't
I
give no
always used to
fuck.
say this. I always used to say this that Errol is cool at 47, but if you went to 54 with that same shit you be
nah,
doing, they will fuck
nah.
you up there, bro. They will fuck
Went
you
back
up
And Tim
there.
Zoo don't got no
went
horse
back
in
to
the race. He don't give
54.
no
Spence,
Remember,
fuck.
he
bro, Tim will make Spence look like the Martin Lawrence beat up face. That
For
man.
real, yo, he'll ragdoll that motherfucker. That's
That's
why I'm like,
literally
yo,
how he
dog, like,
look.
he should just take his money, make some good investments so you can retire. Cause on some real shit, ain't nothing but ass whoopings waiting for you, bro.
Bro, he on the cool on some real shit. Like like I'm from Texas, so and I know what the economy is like around here. He already got his ranch and shit. He could really live comfortably for the rest of his life. Like he really
Just
don't
do
got
it,
no
yo. Just
business.
look, ride them horses.
Just ride off into the sunset, dog.
Ride your boys.
Yo, but
Yeah,
Whoa.
go.
he hasn't been like
You
they're
know,
not
go
gonna know
extract
him in
that
the Hall
horse
of Fame.
gammy. You know?
Is he really gonna
That's
be in the Hall of Fame though?
I don't. Look, to
No,
me,
absolutely not.
I'm just saying that
Even Crawford said that.
based on the standard that I have seen that people vote, right? I would say right here and right now, no. However, if a lot of these sweetheart ass motherfuckers that was propping them up, if they end up on a Hall of Fame panel, you know what I'm saying? Because remember, old motherfuckers die out. The people that vote is gonna change. So even if it seems stupid to me, some sentimental jackass, he hold like
So damn, we can't
how
even
is
take the Hall of Fame seriously anymore.
yo, bro, motherfuckers lower the
Bro,
standard all the
Rocky
time,
Balboa is
B.
in the fucking Hall of Fame, dog. That's
Yeah,
all you
but
gotta know.
I understand that, bro. He did make boxing famous in its own way. Like them movies, them shits, they famous. This
That's
shit
Wait,
is like,
he made
who
boxing
was it?
international. That's international.
yeah,
This
like
wasn't
like
just local. Also,
So
200
what you're
people in the
saying is he
chat. I
brought
want 100
Russia and
likes.
He
Let's get
got
the
America
him.
likes up.
together.
Yeah.
Get the likes up now. Hit the like button. It's free, motherfuckers.
well, the other
click
shit
that
is
like
I'm about
button.
to go. Look, the other shit
Nah, I
is
don't.
I'm about to go to sleep because I'm fucking sleepy.
Yeah,
Okay, I'm
salute,
gonna
yo.
leave. I'm gonna leave y'all with this Keith Thurman meme.
Hey, yo, Jules,
All
real
right.
quick. What time is it over there?
It's fucking 11 over here, bro.
For sure, for sure. I feel it, dog. Salute,
It's
yo.
10 o'clock over here.
It's
I,
8 o'clock here where
Now
I
look,
am.
I'm
What's up,
gonna
y'all?
go live
God
on
damn, 8
Saturday. I'm
o'clock.
gonna go live on Saturday for the Matchroom show. So y'all join me. Say bye to Keith Thurman. Bye,
Whoa,
Keith.
whoa,